Hello guys, welcome to the Shadow Manhwa Teller channel. At the beginning of the story, our main character says, "Rising from the trash, how far do you think you can go? I have reached the very top of the world. My name is Lin Jian, the sole heir of the country's most powerful family, the Lin family. But instead of gaining strength and wealth from my family name, all I ever received were insults. Even my best friend rejected me, saying, 'No matter if you are the heir of the great Lin family, you yourself are nothing but trash.' When the world mocked me, they forgot one thing: even a prince is born naked, but he is still a prince. Today I possess the divine option system. It may give me only 3 options, but its goal is just one: to make me a king. The same girls who once ignored me now secretly glance at me. The same mouths that mocked me no longer dare speak before me. The Hero Academy, where people boast just for gaining admission, now boasts about having me. As for my enemies, they are all in the past. Who dares stand before Lin Jian?" And so, let's see how the boy once considered worthless and shunned by everyone, became someone's brother in someone's life. At the start of the story, our main character says, whenever reincarnation happens, either one is born into a wealthy and powerful family, surrounded by beauties and luxury, or they gain terrifying powers that allow them to rule the world. But I received neither. When I opened my eyes, I was lying on a heap of trash, in the body of a fool who had proposed to the campus goddess in front of everyone. Because of that, the goddess's admirers beat him up, and this weakling died. After entering this world, the first person I met twisted his neck 360 degrees just to talk to me. Truly, this world is strange, filled with ghosts. That man even tried to eat me. But honestly, this world isn't as bad as I thought. A beautiful girl appeared and saved me. Then she asked me, "Am I beautiful?" Now, how could an innocent boy like me lie? I had never seen such beauty before. But soon she revealed her real face, horrifying, and I realized this world isn't so nice after all. That girl was none other than Kuchisake Corona. From the very first glance, I had given her my heart, and she was now after my life. She teased me, saying, "Little brother, tell me, am I beautiful?" Lin Jian thought, "You are beautiful, but only in your other form. If I say yes now, she'll turn me into one of her kind. If I say no, she'll kill me instantly. How do I answer this impossible question? I've always been bad at multiple choice questions." Just then, Kuchisake Corona said, "You can't even answer? Looks like I'll have to answer for you." Jian thought, "It's over, I'm trapped." Suddenly, a voice echoed, "Host, don't worry, I am here to save you. I am your special divine selection system." Time froze. Jian couldn't move his body. The system continued, "You have 5 seconds. Whenever you face confusion in life, I'll give you 3 options. Depending on your choice, you will be rewarded. Option 1, run away with all your strength. Reward, strength increased 10x. Option 2, kneel and beg for your life. Reward, S-class physical talent. Option 3, words won't work anymore. Take action, kiss her directly. Reward, 1 random triple S rank ability." Jian thought, "Seems like this system is what will help me reach the top of this world. I've always failed MCQs, so this time, I'll pick the option with the best reward." He grabbed Kuchisake Corona and said, "I can't describe you in words." Then, suddenly, he kissed her. Because of that, she returned to her real form. She cried, "I'm no longer pure. I'm a devil ghost. Why did you kiss me?" Jian replied, "They say love is blind. I couldn't see whether you were human or demon. You asked if you were beautiful, this was my answer." Blushing, Kuchisake Corona introduced herself. "The world knows me as Kuchisake Corona, but to my loved ones, my real name is Hongi. My hero, I must leave for now, but I promise I will return to you." And with that, she vanished. Jian sighed in relief. Finally, she's gone. The system said, "Host, you completed the task successfully. You will now receive a triple S ranked supernatural power. To activate it, shout, 'Cheap Thor, show your might.'" Jian frowned. "What? Such a cringe line. I'm not shouting that. But wait, I kissed a demon just to get this power. I might as well use it." So he shouted, "Cheap Thor, show your might." Immediately, a deadly lightning bolt struck from the sky. But since no target was selected, it struck Jian himself. Shocked onlookers cried out, "Look at the sky. Such a massive demon. Who is it that summoned such a powerful creature?" While watching all this, a girl said, "This power, it's beyond even S rank." In the entire Kanlan city, only one person had ever surpassed S rank. Who could this be now, breaking through again? Could it be another member of the Lin family resurfacing? The scene shifts. We see Jian, who has fallen to his knees after being struck by lightning. The system speaks, "Host, lightning has struck you. Because of this, you have obtained a triple S rank ability, Stormbreaker, but your body is currently too weak. For now, you can only use Stormbreaker in a few parts of your body. Once your body becomes fully powerful, you'll be able to use this ability to its fullest. Jian thinks, so this is my ability, Stormbreaker. Wait a second. According to the memories of this body, the strongest known level in this world is S rank, and yet the very first ability I awaken here is triple S rank. That means, I'm going to become invincible very soon. Whoever wrote that novel about the invincible was absolutely right. With this triple S power, I'll quickly gain both wealth and fame. Not only will I enjoy peak power, but also a peak life. System, you're amazing. Just then, the system warns, host, a very dangerous ghost is approaching you. Leave this place as soon as possible. Jian realizes, it must be because of that lightning strike earlier. The attack attracted ghosts. I need to get out of here quickly, because right now, I have no strength left to fight. After running for half an hour, Jian finally reaches his home. So this is my house? No, calling it a house would be wrong. This is a palace. I didn't know the owner of this body was this rich. But if he was so wealthy, how did he end up bullied? As Jian opens the gate, a little girl stands before him. She says, "Brother, you're so late today." Jian remembers, oh right, I had a little sister in this world. Her name is Linji. Linji looks at him worriedly. "Brother, what happened to you? Why are you hurt?" Jian replies casually, "It's nothing. I just fell on the road and got a few scratches." Linji smiles. "It's okay. Brother, drink some soup." Jian thinks to himself, I must say, this girl is really considerate. According to the memories, the Lin family adopted me. A few years after adopting me, the parents died, and since then I've lived with my sisters Linhua and Linji. Both of them are extremely talented and powerful. But me, though I carried the Lin surname, I never had their talent. That's why everyone always mocked me, saying that being adopted could give me the family name, but not the ability. 3 years ago, the special division selected my elder sister Linhua. Normally, they don't recruit children, but because she was so talented, they took her in at a very young age. Since joining them, she's been extremely busy and only comes home once a month, so the responsibility of looking after Linji fell on me. But the truth is, the original owner of this body never really cared for his sisters. He was bitter from being mocked and took out his anger on Linji. She's so young, and she's always been afraid to stay alone at home. But that didn't matter to him. He always left her alone and went out. Honestly, the Lin family showed him nothing but kindness after adopting him. And yet, he never valued it. To be blunt, I've inherited the body of an ungrateful, weak piece of trash. But at least he left behind all the traits I need to become the protagonist of this world. As Jian reflects, he suddenly hears someone shouting. He turns back angrily. Who dares disturb me while I'm drinking soup? Looks like you don't value your life. Behind him stands a girl who says sharply, "You're the one who doesn't value life, wasting time on useless things all the time." Jian thinks, this girl, her name is Xiaomane, my childhood friend, and a very talented awakener. She often appears in the news. Jian asks, "Xiaomane, what are you doing here?" Xiaomane glares at him. "After everything you did, you're seriously asking me why I'm here? Don't play dumb. Remember this morning's assembly? You were supposed to give a speech. Instead, you grabbed the mic and shouted 'I love you' to me, then boldly declared that I didn't need to answer because you already knew my feelings, that I could give you my answer by nightfall. Do you even realize how humiliated I felt because of you?" Jian thinks, so this is the same girl I confessed to earlier, the reason I was beaten up and thrown into the trash. No doubt, these two events are connected. I just can't remember who exactly attacked me. Once I find out who they were, I'll destroy those bastards completely. But first, I need to handle this situation. He says aloud, "Forget about what happened this morning. I wasn't serious. I was just joking. Don't take it to heart, but honestly, I like lionesses, not kittens. It may break your heart to hear this, but you're not my type. I understand your feelings though. Many people try to reach for the moon, but not everyone is destined to touch it." Just then, annoyed, Xiaomane suddenly attacks Jian. She shouts angrily, "You bastard. How dare you make such a disgusting joke?" As Xiaomane moves forward to attack again, Jian dodges swiftly, and in that moment, he accidentally catches sight of something. Blushing, Xiaomane snaps, "You really are a shameless man. Where exactly are you looking?" Jian quickly replies, "I didn't do it on purpose. Honestly, I'm an innocent guy, but because of your carelessness, I ended up seeing everything. Do you even know what that did to my pure heart? My body couldn't handle it. I even lost 2 drops of blood. And yet, I'm still standing here, not doing anything, while you're the one complaining." Furious, Xiaomane says, "That's it. Today I'm going to beat you up right here." At that moment, Linji steps forward and says firmly, "Sister Xiaomane, if you dare to lay a hand on my brother, I won't forgive you either." Xiaomane scoffs, "I don't waste my time talking to children." Linji retorts, "Strange, isn't it? I don't like talking to so-called adults either. Chow Mein mutters, you siblings really are alike. Then she turns back to Jian and says, actually, I came here to tell you something. Tomorrow, our school is holding a special ability test. Whoever awakens as C rank or higher ability will get admitted to the Hero Academy. I've already awakened a Class A ability, which means my place in the Hero Academy is guaranteed, and my future will shine as bright as the sun. Honestly, Jian, you'll never be able to compare to me. The difference between us is the difference between the moon and the earth. The earth can only look at the moon, but it can never reach it. Your life will be nothing but ordinary, while I'm destined for greatness, and I won't lower myself to associate with someone so beneath me. Jian calmly responds, you're right, I am ordinary, but in his mind, he thinks, ordinary. Tomorrow, everyone will see just how ordinary I really am. The highest rank in this world is S rank, but I'm already at triple S rank. Just then, the system says, host, you have 3 options. First, stay silent and let Chow Mein leave, reward, +1 agility point. Second, apologize to Chow Mein, reward, +10 strength points. Third, give Chow Mein such a reply that she remembers your name for the rest of her life, reward, +1 strength point. Jian thinks, any smart person would choose the second option, since the reward is amazing. But I can never put anything above my dignity. That's why, I'll choose the third option. Aloud, Jian says, Chow Mein, do you know the difference between you and me? You awakened at a rank, and now you think you've conquered the world. But in your arrogance, you've forgotten one thing. I belong to the Lin family. For people like us, even those considered losers in my family are far superior to the top elites of yours. You're bragging about getting into the Hero Academy? That very academy takes pride in having Lin family members among them. Even if I awaken at just D rank, I'll still be considered a treasure to them. Why? Because Lin blood flows through my veins. And Lin blood is never weak. Chow Mein's expression hardens. What are you trying to say? Are you insulting my family? Jian smirks. What's the matter? Hurt by a little reality? If you can talk nonsense for so long, then why can't I speak the truth? The system chimes in, excellent response, host. Reward granted, +1 strength point. Chow Mein laughs mockingly, say whatever you want. If you really had Lin family blood, you wouldn't need to talk so big. Don't forget, you may have their surname, but not their blood. You're adopted, Jian. That's why you'll never achieve anything. Jian's eyes narrow. Chow Mein, mark my words. You'll regret saying this for the rest of your life. My name is Lin Jian. Once someone falls from my eyes, I never look back at them again. Lin Ji steps up, encouraging him, brother, don't listen to her. We are members of the Lin family. No one in our family has ever awakened below a rank. I believe in you completely. You will become a powerful awakener. Later that night, Jian goes to sleep. Suddenly, Hongyi appears before him. She says softly, you're the first human I've ever truly liked. That's why. I won't let you escape me. When morning comes, Jian was late for school. Lin Ji waves him off. Good luck, brother. Show everyone who you really are. People say, ashes are left when fire burns out. But when those ashes ignite into gunpowder, that gunpowder is called Lin Jian. Jian laughs. Don't worry, little sister. Today, this gunpowder will set the world on fire. Lin Ji thinks proudly, brother, I know you're the best in this entire world. You'll never let the Lin family name fall. Father trusted you completely, and he never trusted the wrong person. Running to school, Jian thinks, last night, I had such a strange dream. I felt like that ghost, Hongyi, was sleeping right beside me. It felt so real, like it actually happened. The scene shifts to the high school. Chow Mein sits at her desk, wondering, why is Jian so late today? Just then, an announcement is made. All students, form a line. Those who didn't complete their awakening test yesterday will undergo the test today. Just then, Jian manages to arrive just in time. Placing his hand on someone's shoulder, he says confidently, see, I made it on time. Annoyed, the guy snaps back, take your hand off my shoulder. You're nothing but bad luck. Don't pass that bad luck on to me. But when he realizes Jian is alive and standing there, his eyes widen in shock. He mutters, how are you not dead? Aloud he asks, Jian, what are you doing here? Jian replies coolly, Roti Sugi, I'm your classmate. The same reason you're here, I'm here for that too. I didn't come to play music or waste time. Roti Sugi frowns and says, I thought you'd be too scared to even show up for this test. Jian thinks to himself, this guy gives off such a stubborn, arrogant vibe. From my memories, I know he's my enemy, and I'm certain he's also the one who'll try to kill me. This is our first encounter, so I need to show him that he picked the wrong person to mess with. Just then, the teacher announces, the students whose names I call will come forward to take the awakening test. Anyone who awakens at C rank or above will qualify for the Hero Academy. Those below C rank will live their lives as ordinary people. One by one, students are called. Some receive F-class abilities, others low-level awakenings. Finally, it's Rotisugi's turn. Smirking, he says, "I'm the most famous guy in this high school. Everyone loves me. I already know I'm a genius. Today, I'll prove it by surpassing all the awakeners of the Lin family." He places his hand on the crystal and awakens an A-class ability, Ghost Wood. Chow Mein watches in surprise. I didn't think he'd awaken at Class A. Meanwhile, the girls cheer loudly, "Rotisugi, you're amazing. We knew you'd awaken at Class A." Then the teacher announces the next name, Lin Jian. Chow Mein thinks, yesterday I humiliated him so he wouldn't dare show up here. Everyone knows how weak he is. Coming here only means asking for humiliation. The other students laugh when Jian steps forward. How does this guy even have the guts to come here? If he can become an awakener, then we're all supermen. Does he not understand? The Lin family only adopted him. He's not their real blood. Rotisugi smirks to himself, the biggest disgrace of the Lin family. Today, he'll humiliate himself so badly he'll never be able to show his face again. Jian, unfazed, thinks, everyone is laughing at me. I guess I really am famous in this high school. The teacher scolds him suddenly. Hey, your pants zipper is open. Closing it casually, Jian replies, you don't even know? This is fashion. Anyway, all of you are about to see how a truly powerful awakener is born. This world will witness its next hero today. He places his hand on the crystal. For a moment, the crystal shines so brightly that everyone is stunned. Turning around with a smirk, Jian says, what's the matter? Never seen a triple S rank ability before? But the teacher shouts, kid, are you out of your mind? It's not triple S, it's written triple F. Your ability is so worthless the crystal couldn't even identify what type it is. Jian stares in disbelief. Triple F rank ability? The students burst out laughing. Jian, you've humiliated yourself completely. You're nothing but a clown here to entertain us. You've done your job, now get lost. Rotisugi sneers, unbelievable. My so-called rival is the biggest fool alive. Everyone already knew this would happen, but he still walked in and embarrassed himself. Just the other day he even dared to propose to Chow Mein in front of everyone. Now he'll never show his face in school again. But Jian refuses to accept it. There's something wrong with your crystal. Go check it. There's no way I'm weak. I clearly remember, the system gave me a triple S rank ability. Why can't I use it? Why can't I show my true power? At that moment, Hongyi appears beside him and whispers, don't worry, I'll fix everything. When Jian opens his eyes again, the crowd has vanished. The teachers gasp in shock. His potential value is changing, and at an incredible speed. How is this possible? Nothing like this has ever happened before. Though the crystal reads triple F rank ability, his potential is revealed to be triple S rank. If he studies and trains properly, there's even a high chance he'll reach S rank. Chow Mein smiles softly. You were right yesterday. No member of the Lin family can be weak. For the first time in my life, I'm happy to be proven wrong. Rotisugi, however, trembles with jealousy. How is this possible? I awaken at a rank, which means I can never rise higher than that. But this bastard, he has the power to surpass us all. The teacher says firmly, your current power is very low, but your potential is extraordinary. For that reason, you've passed the test. Jian smirks. Don't act like you're doing me a favor. By joining your academy, I'm the one doing you a favor. Afterward, all the students are sent to the waiting room before the second test. Rotisugi mutters coldly, trash will always remain trash. You might have scraped through the first test by luck, but the second test is far beyond your ability. Jian laughs and replies, I don't know about anything else, but one thing I do know, reaching S rank is well within my ability. On the other hand, there's a certain so-called genius here who'll never reach S rank in his life. Do you know who that genius is? Because I smell the stench of jealousy, and it seems to be coming from him. Furious, Rotisugi shouts, who the hell are you mocking? Jian smirks and replies, you still don't get it? I'm mocking you. Listen, Rotisugi, let go of my collar, or I'll expose your so-called S rank in a rank right here. Just then, the system's voice echoes, host, you have 3 options. First, stay completely silent and ignore Rotisugi, reward, plus 3 agility points. Second, calm the fire burning inside Rotisugi, you already know how to do it. Reward, plus 3 strength points. Third, respond with love instead of hatred. Rotisugi snarls and grabs Jian's collar tighter. Now tell me, what will you do? Looks like you've forgotten my full name. I am Yang Rotisugi, the young master of the Yang family. You have no right to point a finger at me, let alone lay a hand on me. But Jian chooses the second option. Without hesitation, he punches Rotisugi straight in the face. You asked for a beating so desperately, I couldn't bring myself to refuse. Staggering to his feet, Rotisugi growls, no one, Not even my father has ever laid a hand on my face. How dare you? At that moment, the examiner for the second test arrives. She warns sternly, if you two do anything here, I'll disqualify you both immediately. The second test is about to begin. Everyone, follow me. Jian notices a serpent mark on her shoulder and thinks, that mark, she must also be from the Hero Academy. The students are let out for the second exam. The examiner introduces herself. My name is Cutie. I'm a student of the Hero Academy's light class, and today, I'll be your examiner. The second test is a practical one. Your power level only shows how strong you could become, but true strength is proven on the battlefield. Only those who are both practically skilled and physically capable will survive in the Hero Academy. Jian thinks to himself, so the Hero Academy has such adorable senior sisters. Looks like life there won't be boring at all. Cutie notices Jian staring, but before anything happens, the bus driver shouts, everyone, brace yourselves, we're under attack. Suddenly, a swarm of ghost bats dive at them, flipping the entire bus over. Climbing out, Jian mutters, how the hell did the bus flip? Looks like it's these damned bats causing trouble. Cutie grits her teeth. We haven't even reached the test site yet, and we're already being ambushed by ghosts. Jian frowns. So this isn't part of the test? I thought it was the start. Cutie shouts, everyone, move forward. Start killing these monsters. Jian notices something strange. Even if everyone is fighting, something doesn't feel right here. Meanwhile, Roti Sugi thinks, perfect. Nobody's paying attention. What an excellent chance to kill Jian. He grabs a ghost by the neck and hurls it at Jian. Here, a gift from me to you. Kicking the ghost away, Jian retorts, I don't need your gift. Elsewhere, Cutie and the other students are fighting fiercely. The crowd whispers, that examiner, Cutie, she's insanely powerful. Roti Sugi smirks arrogantly, ha, I didn't even get warmed up, and the fight's already over. But suddenly, chains erupt from the ground, binding everyone in place. A menacing figure appears, Ghost Rider. He sneers, you've all fallen right into my trap. And look at this, among the crocodiles, I've caught myself a beautiful little fish. Don't worry, sweetheart, Ghost Rider will take very good care of you. One boy screams, that's my girlfriend. How dare you touch her? Ghost Rider laughs, I can touch you too. But trust me, it won't be a gentle touch. Cutie breaks free from the chains and charges forward, but Jian shouts, free me too. She ignores him coldly, only to be struck and thrown back by Ghost Rider. Jian catches her before she hits the ground and says, I told you to free me. Now look, you got hurt for nothing. The system chimes in again. Host, you have 3 options. First, escape with Cutie, reward, +2 agility points. Second, kneel before Ghost Rider and beg for everyone's lives. Third, teach Ghost Rider a lesson. Defeat the villain like a true hero and become everyone's savior, reward, enhanced technology. Jian grins, my choice is clear. I choose option 3. Ghost Rider, kneel before me, because if I decide to beat you, I won't stop counting. The students gasp in horror, Jian's lost his mind. Ghost Rider is at least a B rank awakener. Attacking him directly is stupidity. Ghost Rider launches an attack, sending Jian crashing backward. The students cry in despair, we knew this would happen. God, if you had to free someone, why this fool? As Jian falls, he thinks desperately, what do I do now? Then Hongyi appears before him, her voice calm and firm, you won't do anything. I'll handle this. Your power is too immense for your body to control, but if you channel it into your right hand, then you'll finally be able to activate it. At that moment, Jian focuses, and finally, his true power awakens. Jian smirks and says, now this is going to be fun. At the same time, he thinks to himself, Hongyi is really close to me right now. Does she actually want me to kiss her again? But then Hongyi reveals her true form and snaps, idiot, wake up, or Ghost Hunter will finish you off. Opening his eyes, Jian wonders, wait, was Hongyi just inside my dream? Ghost Hunter growls, kid, I'll admit it, you're tough. No one survives a strike from my left hand. Yet here you are. Jian smirks back, do you know what happens to anyone who dares to touch me? No one survives. The moment people see me, they say, that's Jian, strong and mighty, with a voice so sharp it cuts deep. And anyone foolish enough to cross me, ends up wetting their pants. Ghost Rider snarls, we'll see whose pants get wet. With that, he launches another deadly attack. Everyone watching thinks Jian won't survive this time, but Jian calmly raises his right hand and catches the attack. He declares, there's a famous saying, a king's son may be born naked, but he is still a prince. And I'm telling you this for one reason, because I am the heir of the Lin family. I cannot, no, I will not, lose to a dog like you. Ghost Rider's eyes widen in shock. What? You're from the great Lin family? Without hesitation, Jian lifts him and smashes him against a rock. Cutie, stunned, whispers, when did he become this powerful? But Ghost Rider rises again, laughing, "Excellent. It's been ages since I found an opponent who could actually make me bleed. Let's see how you handle me and my motorcycle." He charges forward, but before his attack lands, Cutie intercepts him, shattering his chest with a powerful blow. Ghost Rider roars, "Play as many tricks as you want, you still can't defeat me." From behind him, Jian's voice cuts in, "Tricks? I'm not playing tricks, I'm just enjoying the show from your blind spot." Then Cutie strikes again, destroying Ghost Rider's motorcycle. Ghost Rider, realizing defeat, snarls, "I can't win, so I'll take you all with me." He activates self-destruct, his body glowing with violent energy. But at the last second, Cutie shields Jian, saving his life. When the smoke clears, the students whisper in fear, "The chains are gone, but are Jian and Cutie even alive?" After an explosion like that, how could anyone survive? Then Jian steps out of the smoke, perfectly fine. He smirks, even fire isn't hot enough to burn Lin Jian. The students groan, he just walked out of death's mouth and he's already giving another dramatic line. But damn, he really pulled it off this time. Jian turns to Cutie with a grin, "You must be hurting, right? Want me to give you a massage?" Cutie, blushing and annoyed, shoves him away, "Let go of me." The other girls suddenly crowd around Jian, giggling, "We never noticed before, but you're actually really handsome. Would you exchange numbers with us?" Meanwhile, Roti Sugi, seething in the background, mutters, "Where the hell did this bastard get so much power?" The system's voice chimes in, "Host, you have defeated Ghost Rider. As a reward, you receive Psychic Point." Jian smirks, "With Psychic Point, I'll finally be able to awaken my psychic power. I thought I'd keep a low profile, but what can I do? This handsome face and overwhelming strength simply can't be hidden." The other students suddenly notice something in the sky. "What's that flying over there?" A giant machine appears and announces, "Second test, complete." The students were shocked. "Wait, what? It's over? Does that mean everything that just happened was staged on purpose?" The machine explains, "This was an emergency performance test. We wanted to see how you would react under sudden crisis. Every moment has been recorded. Only those whose performance impressed the examiners will enter the Hero Academy." Cutie fumes, "What the hell? I'm the examiner, and nobody told me about this." The machine replies, "Certain details were deliberately withheld. The rest will be explained once you officially enter the academy." Among all the candidates, the best performer was Lin Jian. Jian waves it off casually, "That's enough, no need for so much praise." But the crowd cheers, "You're our hero, Jian." Even Cutie, quietly watching him, thinks, "There's something about this boy, he's destined to bring great change in the future." Back at Jian's home, Lin Ji smiles warmly, "Brother, you passed the test." Jian grins proudly, "Not just passed, I had the best performance of all. Now your brother will also attend the Hero Academy, just like you, sister." Lin Ji nods happily, though inside she thinks, if brother also moves to the academy, he'll rarely come home, I'll hardly see him anymore. She says softly, "Brother, you should rest. I'll go cook. Please share this good news with big sister." Later, Jian tells Linhua about his success. Linhua replies, "You did well. If father were alive, he would be so proud. I'm sure you'll work hard and protect this city, just like he always did." Ending the call, Jian reflects, "The Lin family, so mysterious. I wonder when I'll finally meet my eldest sister, Linhua. For some reason, I feel like a heavy burden has just landed on me." Suddenly, he senses a presence and gasps, "So, it's you. That means yesterday wasn't just a dream, was it? It really was you, Hongi." Hongi steps forward and says calmly, "Yes, I've come to help you improve your powers. I'll raise you to a level others can't even imagine. But there's one condition, you must marry me." Jian freezes, "Marriage?" Hongi says, "Yes, you heard it right. You'll have to marry me. There will be a soul contract between us." Jian replies, "But I'm just an ordinary college student. How can I give an answer to something this big so suddenly?" Hongi responds, "You may have time, but I don't." Saying this, she signs the contract with Jian. The system announces, "Host, your ghost marriage is complete. Now you will be shown your partner's memories." It begins about 1,000 years ago, when the demon god attacked humanity. Rivers of blood flowed through the streets, and humanity's last hero was defeated. For 1,000 years since then, that hero's soul has wandered, waiting for a chance to reincarnate and return to this world. Jian thinks to himself, "So these are Hongi's memories, that means she was once a hero in the past. I want to see more, but I'm exhausted. I'm too sleepy right now." The next morning, Linji says, "Brother, wake up quickly, you'll be late." As he gets up, Jian thinks, "Every night, Hongi comes to me, and before dawn, she disappears. She's truly mysterious. If she was once a hero, then how did she become just an ordinary spirit now? I'll have to ask her in the future. But for now, I need to focus. Tearfully, Linji says, brother, are you really leaving me? Jian replies, I don't want to, but I must. He thinks further, I can't take this world lightly. There are enemies who once caused my death. If I keep Linji close, she'll be in danger too. Until I become powerful enough, I can't bring her with me. As long as she is living in the Lin family's house, no one has the strength to harm her. That's the only reason I'm leaving her behind for now. Jian says gently, Linji, just stay at home alone for a while. I promise, once I become strong enough, I'll take you with me. Then Jian leaves on the bus. Meanwhile, Linji thinks, brother, to be honest, sister once promised me that she'd always visit. But in the end, she only comes once a year. That's why I won't let the same happen with you. Even if you don't come to see me, I'll come to the university to see you. The scene shifts to the Hero Academy. Jian thinks, I must admit, this place truly deserves to be called the #1 academy in the country. The buildings are magnificent, and the girls here are even more beautiful. But Jian, stay focused. If one girl leaves, another will come. But if I waste time now, I'll never become powerful. A wise person once said, if you chase girls, they'll run off with your money. But if you chase money, girls will chase you. And in this world, the true currency of wealth and respect is power. To gain power, I need to see who my teacher will be. Nearby, the academy's teachers are arguing, fighting over students. Two teachers bicker. Just because you're senior doesn't mean you always get your way. You keep stealing all the good students. But not this time. The red-haired teacher smirks. Time will decide who gets what. At that moment, another teacher says, your name is Lin Jian, right? Pretending to be polite, Jian replies, yes, that's me. What can I do for you? Immediately, all the teachers surround him. So you're the one with S-rank potential who performed extraordinarily in the second test. Become my student, and I'll provide you with the best pills. Another interrupts, no, be my student. I have many beautiful female disciples. Soon, they crowd him completely. One teacher mocks the other, Old Wang, you claim you can give him the best pills, but you don't even have the budget to buy one. Forget about many. Old Wang snaps back, don't make me expose you. You promise him countless beautiful senior sisters, but the truth is, you don't have any. If you really did, why would you still be single? The two teachers start fighting fiercely. Jian thinks, these teachers look terrifying. I don't even know which one to choose. Just then, the red-haired teacher steps forward. My name is Tang Lin. Would you like to join my class? Jian thinks to himself, wow, I've never seen such large basketballs before. Old Wang yells, I told you not to interfere. Jian, don't choose her. Tang Lin smirks, it's up to Jian to decide who he wants and who he doesn't. Jian debates in his head, the teacher is stunning, but who should I choose? Tang Lin leans closer and says, if you choose me, I'll offer you the best, you know what I'm talking about. The other teachers groan, Tang Lin always wins by using these tactics. We have no way to fight against her methods. Finally, Jian declares, Master Tang Lin, from now on, you're my teacher. Tang Lin says, I gave you both plenty of chances, yet you still couldn't win him over. Now he's mine. She kisses Jian on the forehead and warns, work hard. If you slack off and ruin my reputation, I won't forgive you. Watching all this, Roti Sugi burns with jealousy. Later, Jian arrives at his dormitory. He thinks, this academy, its dorms, everything here is perfect. I can already imagine my bright future. Then a student walks out of the dorm next door. So you're the new guy, Jian? My name's Fatty Gun. I'm also Miss Tang Lin's student. That makes me your senior. If you ever need anything, just come to me. Jian was thinking, I have to admit, my senior is a really good person. Fatty Gun said, you must have already met our teacher, right? She has quite an aggressive nature. Jian replied, yeah, I saw that today. Fatty Gun continued, I'm sure she tricked you into becoming her student, and probably told you that you'll get special benefits in the future. Jian asked, yes, she did say that. Is there a problem with it? Fatty Gun sighed, not exactly a problem, but she fooled you. That's how she lures every student. She promises special benefits, but in reality, she just works them to the bone. That's her way. Jian asked nervously, Senior, you're scaring me. What exactly do you mean? Fatty Gun said seriously, our teacher Tang Lin has a nickname. Everyone calls her the witch. She earned that name because her methods are terrifying. The special benefits you imagined, and the special benefits she gives are worlds apart. Not everyone is capable of handling them. Jian thought to himself, on the surface, I'll act scared. But deep down, I'm thrilled. What kind of benefits could be so intense that even I wouldn't be able to handle them? Jian said confidently, thank you for the warning, senior brother. But don't worry at all. Your junior is very capable. I'm fully prepared to endure anything. Fatty Gun smiled, good to hear. Because honestly, you'll have to endure quite a lot. Scene shifted. We now see Rotisugi, who has gone to his grandfather. Rotisugi said angrily, "Grandpa, that bastard Lin Jian was taken in as a student by Tang Lin. He has caused me more trouble than anyone else ever dared to. It's become absolutely necessary to teach him a lesson." His grandfather calmly replied, "Don't worry at all. I already know everything. That boy won't live to see tomorrow's sunrise." Scene shifts to Jian, who is enjoying a bath when Hongi suddenly appears. She says, "Looks like you're feeling quite good." Shocked, Jian exclaims, "How did you get in here? Don't tell me you live inside my body." Hongi smiles, "Inside your body is a vast spiritual world. Not just me, an entire city could easily exist within it." Jian asks, "Spiritual world? What exactly is that?" Hongi explains, "A spiritual world is created from one soul power. The greater the soul power, the larger the spiritual world. By using soul power, a person becomes stronger. And know this, your spiritual world is larger than anyone could possibly imagine. Your body holds more energy than anyone in history ever possessed. The problem is that your physical body is weak. That's why you can't fully use this energy." Jian asked, "So is that why you married me? Because of my spiritual world?" Hongi nodded, "Yes, you could say that. But your spiritual world is so powerful that even after giving me energy, it still has an immense amount left. No matter how much I use, I can always restore my power after every battle, thanks to your spiritual world." Jian grinned, "Then what are we waiting for? Let me restore your energy right now." Just as the spicy moment was about to begin, there was a knock at the door. Annoyed, Jian muttered, "Who the hell is knocking now? Don't they know not to disturb me?" When he opened the door, no one was there. Jian frowned. Was this some kind of prank? Suddenly, someone leapt out from the bushes and attacked him. Jian dodged the strike and thought, "Someone's trespassed into my house." He shouted, "Wait a second, you're a weasel spirit." The weasel sneered, "Boy, you dodged my attack. That means you're fast. Don't be shocked by my appearance. Some consider me part of the human category, while others see me as a fairy." Jian scoffed, "Honestly, you've got it all wrong. Who told you that you look like a fairy? You're clearly just a weasel. And if you're a weasel pretending to be a fairy, then standing in front of you, I must be the Vin Diesel." The weasel smirked inwardly, "This fool has fallen into my trap. Now's the best time to attack." But before he could strike, Hongi appeared and grabbed him effortlessly. Jian was stunned. "I didn't even see how you got here so quickly." Hongi said coldly, "What does it matter? Let's just finish him off right here." Jian stopped her. "No, Hongi, don't kill him yet. He walked into our home himself. That means we should make something very tasty out of him." The weasel panicked. "The principal didn't tell me they were sending me into a Chinese household. These people don't even spare dogs. How could they possibly spare a weasel?" Tears streaming down his face, the weasel cried, "I'm just a weasel. I taste terrible. How could you eat something so disgusting? Look at my cuteness. How could you swallow something this adorable?" Jian was saying, "Listen, you little weasel, you know very well that we won't think twice before eating you. So if you love your life, then quickly tell me, who sent you here?" The weasel replied, "There's only one rule in my business. I'd rather die than open my mouth." Jian responded, "And I have only one rule when it comes to eating, weasels must always be roasted first." Terrified, the weasel said, "Why are you taking this so seriously? I was just joking. It was Yang Gong who sent me to attack you." Jian thought to himself, "Yang Gong? Isn't he Rotisugi's grandpa? And as far as I know, he's a senior elder at the Hero Academy. To think he has so many options, yet he stooped this low just to try and kill me." Then the system spoke, "Host, you have 3 options. First, spare the weasel's life. In return, you will receive a marrow cleansing pill, which will allow you to awaken an S-rank body. Second, kill the weasel and send him to the heavens. Feed, use the weasel as an ingredient to cook something very tasty." Jian thought, options 2 and 3 don't seem to have much of a reward, so I'll choose option 1. Jian said aloud, "Weasel, to be honest, I've grown fond of you. That's why I won't kill you." The weasel asked in disbelief, "Are you serious?" Jian replied, "Yes. Just take care of yourself when you leave." Running away happily, the weasel said, "You're such a good person." The system then announced, "Host, you spared the weasel's life. As a reward, you've received a marrow cleansing pill." Jian thought, "Great, I got the reward. Now it's time to catch that scoundrel again." Meanwhile, as the weasel opened the gate, he said, "I've never been this happy in my life. I touched the jaws of death and came back alive." Just then Jian appeared and asked, "Where do you think you're going?" The weasel turned and said, "But you told me I could leave." Jian replied, "I said you could live, but I never said you could leave this house." So Jian tied the weasel up. Hongi asked, "Jian, what are we going to do with him? Are we really going to cook and eat him?" Jian answered, "No, I've got an even better use for him." The next morning, when the weasel opened his eyes, he saw a collar around his neck. Crying, he said, "I'm an ancient spirit who has lived for centuries. I've always eaten like a spirit, with dignity. I can't live as a household dog. Please, someone help me. Save me from this demon." Meanwhile, waking up from his sleep, Jian says, "I'm exhausted. Last night I took the marrow cleansing pill, and my body was burning with heat. Thankfully, Hongyi came and helped stabilize my energy. I must say, having a ghost wife isn't a bad thing at all." As Hongyi woke up, she said, "Compared to before, you've become much stronger and more handsome." Jian replied, "Yes, I can feel my power." Hongyi warned, "I don't know where you got that pill from, but don't be too happy yet. Your body hasn't fully absorbed its power. Last night I helped you a lot to absorb what you could, but the pill was trying to push your body into S rank, and right now your body isn't strong enough to handle all that power at once, so I had to block much of it. Slowly, those powers will be unsealed." Jian, excited, said, "So that means we'll have to keep cultivating again and again?" Hongyi shook her head. "No, that's not necessary. To strengthen your body, you'll need to take hits to your muscles and bones. You've heard the saying, when muscles break, they grow back stronger." Jian asked, "So you mean I need to go to the gym?" Hongyi replied, "No, you need to get beaten up. The more you get beaten, the stronger you'll become." Later, Jian arrived at the Hero Academy. During the assembly, it was announced that the welcome ceremony for all new trainees was about to begin. Jian thought, "Hongyi said I need to get beaten up, and when people attack me out of anger, it'll be even more effective. That's why she didn't hit me herself but sent me here, to get beaten at the academy." Just then, Fatty Gun arrived and said, "Jian, come quickly, the welcome ceremony is about to start." All the girls, excited, whispered, "Lin Jian is so handsome, isn't he? I heard he performed amazingly in the second test. The teachers are saying his future is very bright." Jian thought, when you know people are talking about you like that, the feeling is something else. I feel like I've become some big star. Soon after, Tang Lin approached and greeted Jian, saying, "Good thing you came. Meet my students, Murong Jinji and Huofeng. They're your seniors. And you already know Cutie, who was your examiner during the second test." Cutie scolded him, "You're so careless. Who arrives late on the very first day of college?" Jian smirked and said, "By the way, Cutie, your physique looks even better than before. If you ever feel sore, just let me know. I'm really good at massages." Enraged, Cutie attacked Jian, but he effortlessly dodged every strike with his eyes closed. Morong commented, "He's even more impressive than the rumors say." Jian teased, "You couldn't even touch me." But then, by accident, Jian bumped into Teacher Tang. Tang Lin said, "You've improved a lot since the last time we met. By the way, I looked into your background and discovered something amazing. I had no idea your father was the great hero, Lin Yuan." Fatty Gun, shocked, said, "What? Jian is the son of the great hero Lin Yuan? Lin Yuan has always been my favorite hero. I used to dream of becoming just like him." Feng added, "There isn't a single awakener who doesn't know about hero Lin Yuan. The Lin family has produced geniuses in every generation, and Lin Yuan was the greatest among them. It's said that as long as Lin Yuan was alive, not even a brick in Kanlan City could be touched. He was the city's #1 awakener of his era, and no one before or after him ever came close to his power." Cutie said, "There's a famous saying about the Lin family, even their trash is better than the best of other families. Honestly, Lin Jian is proof of that. Of course he's powerful, he comes from a bloodline of powerhouses." Jian thought to himself, "I knew my father was amazing, but I never realized he was this legendary. The way everyone talks, they must have read countless articles about him. Strangers know so much about my dad, yet as his son, I know so little." Chow Mein thought, "They're right. The Lin family truly is extraordinary. But what I don't understand is, how did Jian become so powerful in such a short time? I've heard Teacher Tang Lin has methods to make her students stronger, but what kind of secret technique did she use on him to raise his power so fast?" Meanwhile, Roti Sugi thought, "Grandpa said Jian wouldn't live to see this morning. But here he is, standing before me, perfectly fine." Just then, the vice principal spoke, "Everyone, settle down. Let me introduce myself. My name is Vice Principal Zhuanyan, and I'm very happy to meet you all today. You might think the Hero Academy is the greatest academy in the world, but the truth is, it's you students who make it great. If you rise higher, so will the academy. That's why I hope all of you achieve greatness in the future." In the first and second tests, some students performed outstandingly. For that reason, we will be awarding them the Hero Order. Students who receive this honor, please come forward and give your speech. Jian whispered, "Brother Fatty Gun, what exactly is the Hero Order?" Fatty Gun explained, "The Hero Order is given only to the best. Think of it like a special stone card. It can also be used for storage. Its space is massive, and you can even store living beings inside it. Jian exclaimed, seriously? That's amazing. Fatty Gun grinned. Last year, I received the hero order myself. Jian teased, honestly, looking at you, I wouldn't believe you could even walk 2 steps. If someone like you received it, you must really be an exceptional student. Fatty Gun replied, brother, don't be fooled by my appearance. I may look sweet and innocent, but deep down I'm a bastard. When I left high school, the entire school came to see me off. Not because I was their favorite, but because I had caused them a lot of trouble. Before Jian could reply, Feng interrupted, the speeches have already started. The principal announced, first, from Class 1, Chow Mein said, thank you for giving me this award. I know the academy has high expectations from me, and I promise I will live up to them. Next, the principal called, from Class 2, Yang Rotisugi. Rotisugi declared, I will become so powerful that this academy has never seen anyone like me. One day, people won't call it the Hero Academy anymore, they'll call it the academy where Rotisugi once studied. Jian thought, what nonsense. His performance in the second test was pathetic, yet he's still being called an outstanding student. No doubt his grandfather pulled some strings. Then the principal announced, from Class 7, Lin Jian. The system spoke to Jian, host, you have 3 options. First, give a normal, low-profile speech. Reward, 5 agility points. Second, give a speech that makes everyone recognize you as the true boss. Reward, 5 strength points. Third, give an inspiring, positive speech that fills everyone with energy. Reward, 5 charm points. Jian thought, charm points will make me look even more handsome. At first, I planned to stay low profile. Then I considered giving a bad speech so I'd get beaten up, just like Hongi said I should. But now, I have a better idea, something that'll both get me beaten and give me rewards. He stepped forward and said, I am grateful to the academy for this award. Honestly, there were many people more deserving than me, yet I was chosen. Thank you. I am nothing but a useless boy, yet the academy not only accepted me but now even rewards me. With such an amazing academy and wonderful peers, I am truly blessed. I promise that in the future, I'll become a strong player who stands with you all, as a brother and a friend. The crowd applauded loudly. Students whispered, what an amazing student. It's true, people with good faces usually have good hearts too. Even Chow Mein thought, did I misjudge him? He's actually such a sincere boy. But Rotisugi thought angrily, this bastard stole my spotlight. The system announced, host, you have received 5 charm points. Jian smiled and said, now the real game begins. Everything I just said, it was all a lie. The truth is, I received this award because I deserve it. And do you know why you didn't? Because you're all weak, pathetic trash. The only powerful students here are from Class 7. The rest of you aren't even worthy of polishing our shoes. The crowd erupted. Even Class 7 students asked, why are you dragging us into this? Jian sneered, when I see weaklings like you, my eyes start to itch. I don't understand how the Hero Academy has fallen so low that it accepted garbage like you. I've insulted you so much, yet none of you even have the guts to come up here and hit me. In his mind, Jian thought, perfect. Now I'll get the beating I need to make my muscles and bones even stronger. As he walked into the crowd, he taunted, hey, bald head, cover your shiny dome before I slap it raw. Because when I start slapping bald heads, I don't stop to count. Just then, Jian's seniors stepped in to protect him. Fatty Gun said, brothers, Jian isn't feeling well today. That's why he's just spouting nonsense. Please forgive him just this once, for the sake of Class 7. But Jian snapped, do you really think you can protect me? Honestly, even though you're my seniors, you're just a bunch of trash. You shouldn't even be in Hero Academy, you belong in Loser Academy. Annoyed, Wafeng and Fatty Gun shouted, what did you just say? Looks like you really want to get beaten today. And so, everyone ganged up and started hitting Jian. Even while being beaten, Jian taunted, what's wrong? Haven't you eaten breakfast? Why can't I even feel your punches? Meanwhile, walking away, Chow Mein muttered, no one can fix Jian. I thought he had changed, but hoping for that was useless. Cutie added, if he keeps acting like this, of course he'll get beaten up. Teacher Tang Lin, watching from a distance, thought, everyone thinks Jian is acting strangely, but no one knows that this is just how the Lin family is. He's taking a beating only because he wants to. If he really wished, no one here could even touch him. After a while, everyone left Jian bruised and battered. Standing back up, Jian said, is that it? That's all you've got? A handsome guy like me practically begged you to beat me, and still, none of you could land a real hit. What's wrong with people these days? Don't you even want to clean your hands a little? Hongi's voice echoed, Jian, that's enough for today. You should try again tomorrow. But Jian laughed, what? Am I too handsome for you to hit me? Don't tell me my good looks are stopping you. Honestly, your faces are so ugly that if you just ask me, I'll fill this place with my charm. Seriously, God, why did you make me this cute? My own cuteness is becoming a burden now. Annoyed, the crowd shouted, this bastard really makes us want to beat him up even more. Even after taking such a beating, he's still begging for it. Sitting down, Jian sighed. I've read so many comics where the main character gets beaten up for no reason. But here I am, literally asking them to beat me, and they still can't manage it. Then a passerby smirked and said, if you're so desperate to get beaten up, why don't you go propose to the school's goddess? Then you'll see, an entire army will come to thrash you. Jian grinned, you're underestimating my courage. Not only can I propose to the school's goddess, I could even propose to Miss Universe herself. Fine then, let's see how many people come after me once I propose to the goddess. Jian immediately sent a message in the campus group chat. My name is Lin Jian, and there are a few things that matter most to me. First, the goddess's smile. Second, that nothing should ever disturb that smile. The rest doesn't matter. And lastly, no one should stand between me and the goddess. So, my dear goddess, why waste time standing there? Fall into Lin Jian's love instead. Hongyi thought to herself, I know Jian is doing all this just to get beaten up, but even so, why does it make me so angry? Meanwhile, Jian chuckled, that worked like a charm. The chat is blowing up already. Looks like a lot of people are about to come and beat me. Sure enough, groups of students armed with bats and even guns showed up, ready to attack Jian. Bastard, how dare you say such nonsense about our goddess? Today, we'll beat you so badly you won't even know how to breathe. Shocked, Jian muttered, wait a second, how the hell did they bring guns into campus? Hongyi panicked, Jian, take care of yourself. I won't be able to watch you take a beating like this. Reading the chat, the goddess herself whispered, Lin Jian, I'll remember you. Many admire me, but none ever had the courage to confess. Your boldness, I really like it. Meanwhile, Jian was brutally beaten. The crowd sneered, didn't you say no one should come between you and the goddess? Well, we're here now, what can you do? And we've only just started beating you. If we don't break this obsession with the goddess, then we're not worthy of being Hero Academy students. Just then, Tang Lin arrived and commanded, stop right there. My student may have made a mistake, and he's already been punished for it. But now that I'm here, no one will lay another finger on him. I'll count to 3. If you're not gone by then, not even your teachers will be able to save you. Terrified, the students fled, shouting, Teacher Tang Lin is the scariest teacher of all. We need to get out of here fast. Tang Lin turned to Jian and said coldly, so, you're purposely taking beatings just to strengthen your muscles and bones, aren't you? Jian stammered, no, teacher, that's not it at all. Tang Lin continued, there's no need for such foolish methods. In 2 days, the spiritual spring of our academy will open. Jian asked, spiritual spring? What does that have to do with my body? Tang Lin explained, long ago, this earth used to be normal. But one day, the earth's spiritual energy awakened, and with it came many treasures. The spiritual spring is one of them. Entering it will greatly strengthen your body. Normally, not just anyone can enter, but since you are my student, you won't face any problem. Jian says, teacher, if there was such a method, you should have told me earlier. Anyway, thank you for telling me now. If you ever need anything from me, just let me know. Tang Lin replies, do you remember what I told you? Since you became my student, I promised to give you a special benefit. The time has finally come for me to give it to you. Jian thinks to himself, Fatty Gun once said that special benefits are amazing. How could I possibly refuse this? Next, we see a scene behind the college grounds. Running, Jian asks, Miss Tang Lin, what exactly is this special benefit? Tang Lin answers, forget all that for now and just run. If that boulder crushes you, you'll never be able to stand again in your life. Then, sitting on top of Jian, she says, you don't need to do much, just 1,000 push-ups. Once you pass this, we can start the next training. Jian thinks, what kind of special benefit is this? Meanwhile, Fatty Gun and Hofan laugh and say, that's Miss Tang Lin's special benefit. Compared to other teachers, her training is way harsher. But because of that, her students become far stronger than the rest. Of course, the training is equally difficult. Then, Tang Lin makes Jian sit under a waterfall. She says, you must sit here for 3 hours. If you move even 1%, you'll have to sit for another 3 hours. Jian thinks, this woman is a demon. Who trains people like dogs like this? Next, Tang Lin takes Jian to a cliff and says, Jian, you don't have to do much. Just jump from here onto the trampoline below. Trust me, you'll enjoy this as much as you enjoyed the last training. Jian thinks, now I get it. This is why the whole school calls her a witch. She has absolutely no emotions, and now she wants me to jump off a cliff. Time passes, and as they continue training, evening falls. Exhausted, Jian says, since morning, you've kept training me. You didn't let me rest. You didn't even let me eat. Why are you doing this? This is torture, Tang Lin replies. You call this torture? This was your father's daily training routine. Even though you're Lin Yuan's son, you actually know nothing about him. Jian admits, yes, you're right. When he was alive, he spent most of his time working. I have very few memories with him. Whatever I know about him is from other people. Personally, I barely knew him. Tang Lin says, that means you don't know anything about your father's greatness. Fine, let me tell you what kind of man Lin Yuan really was. 10 years ago, our Kanlan city was attacked by an army of monsters. They nearly took control of the entire city, killing thousands of people. Those demons were so powerful that even the city's protectors fled in fear. At that time, your father brought forth his hunter team, the Avengers, the strongest team of hunters in the city back then. As hunters, we had no obligation to protect the city, but your father led us to defend it anyway. And I know this because I, too, was once a member of the great Avengers team. Together, we killed many demons and saved countless lives. You could say that Kanlan City was fated to end that day, but the Avengers stopped that end. However, the price was enormous. In that battle, we lost our captain, Lin Yuan. Many S-ranked demons appeared, and your father fought them alone. He became a hero that history will never forget. The Avengers were devastated by that fight. Many died, and those who survived were gravely injured. That's why we could never continue as a team. Jian says, I never knew my father sacrificed his life to save people. He then thinks to himself, actually, I'm just a soul that crossed dimensions and entered this body. I have no real connection to this body's owner or his family. But after learning that my father was such an incredible man, I feel proud. I thought I had come into a world where I was lucky to get a new life and enjoy myself. I believed nothing could be better. But now that I know my family shed their blood to give me this life, not just me, but the whole city lives in peace because of their sacrifices, I can't just sit idle. My father, and many of my family members, died defending the city. Even now, my sister from the younger generation is risking her life day and night to protect it. How can I do nothing? I must become powerful at all costs. I want to end this problem once and for all so that no member of the Lin family ever has to sacrifice their life again. Out loud, Jian says, Miss Tang Lin, don't worry. Even if Lin Yuan isn't here to protect the city, his son Lin Jian will. Now I know exactly what I must do to become strong, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes. Tang Lin smiles and says, then what are you waiting for? Start doing push-ups again. The scene then shifts to Yang's office. One man says, that freshman named Lin Jian needs to be killed. I can finish this job in seconds. Yang replies, Wei, I know you can handle this. That's why I'm giving the task to you. There are 1,000 spirit stones on the table. Take them. Just make sure there are no mistakes when killing Lin Jian. Wei says confidently, don't worry. This time, Lin Jian will also be entering the spiritual spring. With my iron power, I'll bury him 7 feet underground, and no one will ever know. Besides, he publicly proposed to my goddess. Even if I weren't being paid, I'd gladly do this job. As he leaves, Wei thinks, why take the payment in advance? When I bring Lin Jian's head back, I'll collect those spirit stones. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jian was on his way back to campus. Jian was thinking to himself, in just the last 2 days, with teachers and Hongyi's help, I've grown much stronger. I've already absorbed nearly 90% of the marrow cleansing pill's power. Soon, I'll truly have an S-rank body. Just then, Lin Jian spotted Weasel nearby and asked curiously, what's wrong with you? Why are you eating like a dog? Weasel snapped back, offended. Are you out of your mind? I've lived for thousands of years. I'd rather die with dignity than eat like some dog. Jian smirked. If you bark in front of me, I will give you this tasty chicken leg. You say you'd rather starve, but in reality, it's much harder to resist hunger than to talk about it. Unable to fight his instincts, Weasel grabbed the chicken and began eating. Between bites, he muttered, in all my thousands of years, I never imagined I'd end up like this. Still, since you gave me this, let me give you a warning in return. Be careful. You're in danger. I know Yang Gong very well. He doesn't rest until his work is done. Seeing you alive must have infuriated him. He'll definitely send someone powerful to kill you. Jian paused, thinking, this Weasel, maybe his heart isn't all bad after all. Aloud, he said, thanks, Goldie. I'll remember that. Weasel growled. Goldie? Don't call me that. Later, teacher Tang Lin arrived with the students, leading them to the spiritual spring. Jian looked around in surprise. Teacher, this looks more like a historical building. I don't see any spring nearby. Tang Lin explained, this place has been hidden from ordinary people by altering its surroundings. Only those connected to Hero Academy can enter. Also, each of you has a hero order containing 500 spiritual stones. Before entering the spring, you must toss them inside. Only then will the energy be released and benefit you. Curious, Jian turned to Fatty Gun. Senior Fatty, what exactly is a spiritual stone? Fatty Gun explained patiently, it's a stone that stores immense energy. Using it boosts your strength greatly. That's why spiritual stones are treated like currency in this world. The students hurried forward. Cutie urged, come on, we shouldn't waste time. Let's move quickly. Tang Lin nodded. Go ahead, children. I'll wait here. Jian reassured her. Don't worry, teacher. We'll be back soon. Inside, Fatty Gun grinned. Jian, you take care of yourself. I'm going to help the girls. Jian sighed. At least tell me which spring is the best before you run off. He then noticed Rotisugi staring at him. Looks like those guys are planning something today, but really, what can they do? I should just focus on this spiritual spring. If they cross me, I'll handle them. As he explored, his eyes fell on a massive gate. Strange, everything else here is open, yet there's such a huge gate. Could a great treasure be hidden behind it? Without hesitation, he kicked it open. But instead of treasure, inside were the two goddesses of the academy, bathing. Jian's eyes widened. Well, I didn't find the treasure I expected, but this is even better. The girls gasped. One of them sneered, isn't that Lin Jian? The one who was beaten up yesterday. Another added sharply, the same Lin Jian who publicly proposed to me? At that moment, the system's voice rang out. Host, you have 3 choices. 1. Leave immediately and earn 5 agility points. 2. Show courage and jump into the spring. Reward, 6 Pisket points. 3. Apologize, and you'll gain 5 strength points. Jian smirked. I've already seen so much. Why stop now? The goddess shouted. Lin Jian, what are you doing? Jian dove straight into the spring. Exactly what I should be doing. Furious, the goddess threw him out of the room. The system chimed again. Host, your courage is commendable. Reward granted. Not far away, Mui clenched his fists, fuming. Did Jian just come out of the very room where my goddess was bathing? Does that mean he saw her? I've never even gotten that close to her myself. And this bastard actually saw her bathing? Jian, you won't escape. I'll make sure you die like a dog. Meanwhile, Jian stumbled upon a small, empty spring. All the other springs are occupied, only this little one is left for me. It seems I will have to make do with this. He slipped into the water and sighed in relief. I have to admit, getting beaten and then soaking in hot water really hits differently. Feels like all my torn muscles are healing already. Suddenly, Hongi appeared before him. Jian, am I not enough for you? Why do you keep teasing every other girl? For this mistake, you must be punished. She sank her teeth into his shoulder. Jian winced, thinking, how do I even explain? I have my reasons for acting this way, otherwise, I'm not really like this. Just then, the gate burst open. Mui stormed in, glaring. You bastard, how dare you lay your hands on my goddess? Jian's eyes narrowed. So it's him, the one I saw talking to Rotisugi earlier. I knew something was off here. Mui advanced, eyes burning with rage. Those eyes that looked at my goddess, today I'll gouge them out and play with them. Jian dodged Muhui's strike. The impact shattered the ground beneath them, sending dust and rubble everywhere. Stunned, Jian called out, there's no solid ground under this pond. He grabbed the edge and hauled himself to safety, holding Jian's foot. Mui says, if I die, I'll take you with me. You looked at my goddess, you made a huge mistake. Seeing Jian about to fall, Hongi leapt forward to save him. Mui laughed, breathless with satisfaction. Finally, my mission is complete. Even as I die fulfilling it. Then Mui collapsed, but Jian soon realized the cave wasn't what it seemed. There's water under the cave, so I still have a chance to survive. He plunged through the surface, but instead of hitting solid water he fell again. Astonished, Jian realized, this water was floating in the air. Hongi steadied him. This world doesn't work like you expect. Nothing here follows normal logic. As she spoke, Mui plummeted to the ground and died. Because of Hongi's quick reflexes, Jian lived. Breathing a little easier, Jian murmured, I never imagined there would be a hidden world under this spiritual spring. I doubt even Hero Academy knows about it. From what I can see, there are a lot of treasures here. Let's go look. Maybe we'll find something valuable. Hongi grinned. You're right. Treasure hunting will be fun. They checked Muhui's body. Jian shrugged. He's dead. Hongi looked at him, concerned. Don't you feel anything about that? Jian shook his head. Honestly, I don't. He came here to kill me. If fate had been different, I might have been the one who died today. So whether he lives or dies doesn't matter to me. What matters is the treasure he died carrying. He pried out a spiritual stone and scowled. What a stingy find. I thought he'd have more. Hongi cut in, worried. Be careful, Jian. I can sense a lot of demons and ghosts nearby. Jian teased. Are they all as pretty as you? Hongi smacked him. Idiot. This place is a ghost town. Only evil spirits live here. It's dangerous for weak humans. Jian asked. What's a ghost town? Is it dangerous for me? Hongi explained, yes. It's very dangerous for weak humans. If a weak demon breaks into a human city, then he will definitely be killed. Likewise, a weak human who wanders into a demon city will be killed. Jian was half listening when a childlike laugh echoed from the side. A ball flew toward them and dropped at Jian's feet. Jian laughed. A Loki ball? Are there Lokimons in this world too? A pair of ghost kids danced forward. Uncle, we were playing football and need more players. Join us, or we'll beat you. The system's voice rang out with options. Play football with these kids for 3 strength points, kill one and escape for 5 strength points, or make them your enemies and earn 8 strength points. Jian smiled at the ghost's enthusiasm. They just love football. How can I refuse? What are your names? The first demon says. My name is Rolando. The other is Mousy. We want to be the best ghost footballers when we grow up. Jian bent. Alright, I'll teach you a trick that will really help. He kicked the ball, and it struck Mousy hard enough to send the little ghost collapsing. Jian quipped, you two seem destined to be thorns in each other's sides. I just removed one thorn ahead of schedule. Rolando wailed, Uncle killed Mousy. Who will I play with now? You came to the ghost town and killed my friend. We won't forgive you. Hongi warned. Jian, you sure know how to pick fights. Lots of ghosts are coming for you. What will you do? Jian only shrugged. Do what I do? Let them hit me. I've already absorbed 90% of my pill's power. A bit more damage and I'll finally stabilize into my S-rank body. The other ghosts converged. Who is he to mess with our town's best footballer? Jian grinned, unbothered. You want revenge for your Mousy? Come and get it. Beat me up. The ghosts hesitated, shocked someone would invite death. That guy's crazy, but since he killed Mousy, they attacked. They started beating Jian. Rolando's brother pointed out, hey, there's a female ghost standing over there. Why isn't she trying to save him? Jian taunted. Are you tired already? Honestly, your torture is not even my warm-up. One of the ghosts sniffed the air and said, no point beating him, his body looks tasty. Let's eat him. Tonight we'll party for Mousy. The ghost's mood turned from vengeance to celebration. Hongi watched, alarmed. Jian might need help. She squinted at Jian's form. The light around him flickered. Was his body reaching an awakening stage? At that very moment, Jian's S-rank body began to awaken. Jian said he could feel the power of the S-rank body flowing through him. Hongi responded, come on, let's wipe these pests out quickly. There's no point in holding back anymore. The two of them charged forward and began slaying monsters one after another. Jian commented, with such a powerful body, taking down these creatures feels so easy now. I've endured a week of beatings for this strength, and honestly, it feels amazing. Just as Jian and Hongi were celebrating their victory, a strange sound echoed nearby. Jian frowned. Hongi, what is this? Something is grabbing me. Hongi's expression turned serious. We need to get out of here immediately. That's the aura of a ghost king. If it comes here, even the two of us together won't be able to handle it. Saying this, she pulled Jian out of the spiritual spring. Breathing heavily, Jian muttered, finally, we made it out. Teacher Tang Lin approached with concern. Jian, you were gone for a while. It seems you've gained quite a lot from this experience. Fatty Gun added, man, your luck is unreal. No matter where you go, you somehow end up gaining powers. Meanwhile, the Ghost King began to rise from the spiritual spring. Tang Lin's face hardened. Everyone, get out of here immediately. This is not something children can deal with. Jian thought to himself, this is the first time I've seen teacher so serious. Are Ghost Kings really that powerful? Later, at Jian's home, while watching the news, Jian muttered, so teacher defeated the Ghost King. But after searching for so long, they never found Mu Hui's body in the ghost town. Most likely, the ghosts took it away. That means he'll never be found. Just then, Jian's phone rang. It was Fatty Gun. Over the call, Fatty explained, the academy has sealed the spiritual spring because of the ghost incident. They also announced that every student will now receive a soul core as part of the compensation. We'll need to go to old Jian to get ours. Jian raised an eyebrow. Soul core? What's that supposed to be? Hongi explained, a soul core is something that forms within a monster's body. You can say it contains most of that monster's energy and powers. If a hunter absorbs it, their strength increases significantly. And if they're lucky, they might even awaken a special ability. That's why soul cores are extremely rare and precious. Jian nodded thoughtfully. If that's the case, then getting one has become very important. Elsewhere, watching Jian and his friends, Weasel grumbled, I'm getting so bored of them, and even more bored of this dog food they keep giving me. Just then, Jian placed a bowl of steaming soup in front of him. Here, chicken soup. Enjoy it. Weasel's eyes widened. Chicken soup? Since when did your Shabian serve 5-star meals? Jian smirked. We always eat 5-star food. It's just you who gets stuck with the scraps. but since you warned me about Yang Gong's men yesterday, you ended up saving my life in that spring. So, you deserve this. Weasel puffed his chest. What can I say? I'm just that kind of guy. I can't stand to see people in trouble. Honestly, keeping me tied up here is a waste of talent. If you used me properly, I could be incredibly useful. Jian ignored him and walked away. Weasel watched silently, thinking, this kid really is different. Yang Gong also kept me captive once, but he treated me like a dog. This boy, he caught me with the intention of tormenting me, yet he's not nearly as cruel as I expected. He actually sees me as something more. Scene shifts to Yang Gong's office. Pacing anxiously, Roti Sugi said, Grandpa, no matter what we do, we can't seem to harm Jian. I say we send assassins immediately and finish him off. If he becomes too powerful, we won't be able to do anything against him. Yang Gong waved his hand calmly. Calm down, child. There's no need to rush. Opportunities will come, and when they do, we'll teach that boy a lesson. Scene shifts again, this time to the treasure hall. Fatty pointed toward an old man snoring in his seat. That's old Jian. He's the one who'll be giving us the soul cores today. Jian blinked. But, he's asleep. Seniors, are you sure this guy is our instructor? Fatty quickly warned. Don't underestimate him. He may look like a sweet, harmless old monk, but in reality, he's on a completely different level. At that moment, old Jian opened his eyes and looked directly at Jian. Jian froze in shock. Just one glance from him feels like 1,000 pounds pressing down on my body. I've never felt such a terrifying aura before. Who exactly is this old man? Old Jian spoke calmly. Come, children. Follow me. As they moved, Jian thought to himself, I guess I really underestimated him. In this world, you can never judge anyone by appearances. Fatty gestured towards several massive stones. Inside each of these stones lies a soul core. But to obtain it, we'll have to break the stone with our own hands. That requires an incredible amount of strength and effort. Old Jian nodded. All right, children. Step forward and claim your stones. Jian asked Fatty, Brother, is there no other way to open this? Fatty replied, There's only one way, use strength. With that, everyone began smashing the stones. Fatty grumbled, Ugh, I got such a useless soul core. Meanwhile, Jian was deep in thought. Which one should I choose? This feels just like a lottery. If I'm lucky, I'll get something good. If not, I'll end up with trash. Suddenly, the system spoke. Host, you have 3 options. First, try to open the stone normally. That will earn you 5 strength points. Second, show off your true power and shatter the stones with your full attack. That will earn you 8 strength points. Third, ask the others for help. That will give you 4 strength points. Jian smirked. I awakened my S-rank body just yesterday. I don't think breaking these stones will be difficult for me. With a single punch, he shattered a stone into pieces. Everyone gasped. He broke it with one punch. This guy really knows how to show off. Jian then stepped forward and smashed another stone. Teacher Jiang hurried over. Child, what do you think you're doing? Jian replied calmly, Instructor, the rulebook only says that we can obtain soul cores by breaking stones. It doesn't say one child can only break 1 stone. Whoever has the strength can break as many as they want. With that, Jian continued breaking stone after stone. Old Jian stopped him. Enough, don't destroy all of them. The other students panicked and rushed forward. Hurry, or we won't get anything at all. Instructor Jiang pulled Jian aside. If you break everything, what will the others receive? Come with me. I'll give you something far more special. They entered another room. Jian frowned. Old man, why have we come here? Old Jian explained. Normal students are only strong enough to break 1 stone at a time, which is why their conditions are limited. But since you can break many, you're clearly talented. According to Academy rules, gifted students have the privilege of choosing directly from the soul jades. Jian thought, choosing a soul jade, that sounds even harder. Hongyi appeared and encouraged him. Nothing is too hard with me here. Pick the red soul jade. It may look like an F rank, but in truth, it belonged to a powerful ghost fire demon. It's very old, so most of its energy has faded, but it might still grant you a new skill. Since the demon specialized in flames, there's a high chance you'll awaken a fire ability. Old Jian says, Really, child, your eyesight is like that of a hawk. Though this soul jade looks weak, its potential is extraordinary. In fact, this boy has just chosen the very best soul jade in this room. Lin Yuan, if only you were alive to see your son today. His eyes are as sharp as yours once were. The system then asked, Host, would you like to absorb the soul jade? Jian wondered, can the system help me absorb it? Alright, let's begin. In just 2 seconds, he completely absorbed the soul jade. The system announced, Congratulations. You've gained a new ability, Inferno Fist. Jian's eyes lit up. Hongyi was right. I really did gain a new skill. Old Jiang was stunned. What kind of joke is this? Even the strongest fighters take hours to absorb a soul jade, yet this child did it in 2 seconds. Jian clenched his fists. Before, I could only channel power into my right arm. Now, I feel it flowing into my left arm too. Does this mean my latent power is evolving? The system confirmed. Congratulations, host. You can now use your Stormbreaker ability with your left arm as well. Excited, Jian activated his power. Amazing, unlocking this ability in my other arm makes me feel twice as strong. The day I can channel Stormbreaker through my entire body will be the day my power reaches an entirely new level. Old Jiang smiled proudly. Lin Yuan, your son, is even greater than you. He'll become the brightest genius of his era. Just then, Fatty Gun came running. Jian, hurry up and escape. The commander of the goddess fan army has come to crush you, and he's brought at least 100 men with him. Jian chuckled. What perfect timing. Fatty Gun warned. Don't underestimate him. His name is Lu Feng. He's incredibly strong. Please, take my advice and run. But Jian smirked. I just unlocked a new skill a few seconds ago. My hands are itching to test it. And now, a punching bag has come knocking on my door. How could I possibly let him go? Outside, Lu Feng roared, coward. If you've ever had even a drop of real courage, come out and face me. Assistant sneered. Why would he come out? I'm sure he saw our numbers and ran away in fear. At that moment, Jian strode into view. Fire keeps burning even when wounded. Ashes remain even when flames die. And the guy who looks into the eyes of fear and scares fear itself is called Lin Jian. Did you really think a lion would run away just because a few jackals showed up? Shocked, Assistant muttered. Brother, he's so arrogant. How dare he call us jackals? Lu Feng stepped forward. So, you're Lin Jian. I've heard you're bold enough to confess to our goddess. But did you ever think about the consequences? Did you think her followers would just let it go? Now tell me, how will you fight us all? Jian's gaze sharpened. Why should I be afraid? No matter how large a pack of dogs may be, one lion is enough to tear them apart. And for you dogs, this lion is more than enough. Lu Fan shouted. You won't escape this time. Then he activated his King Kong power and charged into attack. Fatty commented, Lu Fan's attack is so fast, I couldn't even see it properly. But then, how did Jian block it? To everyone's shock, Jian stopped the attack with ease. Jian smirked. What's wrong? Is this really all you can do? Honestly, you've disappointed me. Irritated, Lu Fan growled. Prepare the attack. Now we'll use our main weapon. At that moment, Assistant summoned his weapon Ghost. He warned, Brother Lu Feng, transfer your powers into me. Shocked, Jian thought, what's going on here? Aren't these guys supposed to be members of the goddess's fan club? Why are they fighting among themselves? But Jian quickly decided, whatever this is, I can't watch anymore. Saying that, he stepped forward to attack. Lu Fan sneered, the closer you come, the more pain you'll feel. Jian replied, time will tell who feels the pain. Now, watch the power of Inferno Fist. Their attacks clashed violently, causing a massive explosion. Cutie and the others gasped, what just happened there? As the dust cleared, Lu Fan and his men were badly injured. Lu Fan groaned, yesterday, this guy was being beaten everywhere he went. How did he suddenly become so powerful? Lucky for us, he didn't aim directly at us. He diverted his attack at the last moment. Otherwise, we'd all be dead. Instead, we just got minor injuries. Brother Lin Jian, we came here to kill you, but you turned out to be a godlike man. Jian thought to himself, that was the first time I used this attack. I accidentally missed, but at least no one died. That's a relief. Then he said aloud, I knew you were on the wrong path. That's why I came to set you straight. I didn't kill you, this was just a warning. Saying this, Jian turned to leave. Lu Fan and his men whispered among themselves, Brother Jian is truly amazing. Even though he's so powerful, he let himself be beaten by others. Truly, he's the one worthy of serving the goddess. Watching from a distance, old Jiang thought, this boy is truly remarkable. With his potential, I can confidently say he'll achieve something great in the future. The scene shifts to Jian's home. Lin Ji was thinking, brother has become so busy, he doesn't even reply to my messages anymore. Forget calling, he won't even text. Luckily, sister knows someone at the college, so I got his address. But now, he's not even at home. Without me around, what has brother been doing lately? Never mind, I'll just wait inside. He has to come home sooner or later. Meanwhile, Weasel noticed her entering and thought, someone just walked into the house. Annoyed, he shouted, who are you? How dare you enter this house? Get out right now, or it won't end well for you. But then he stopped and muttered to himself, wait, what am I doing? I've started acting like a dog guarding the house. How could I forget? I am the great immoral Weasel. Linji looked at him and smiled. Brother has such a cute dog. Goldie, is that your name? Weasel snapped, what's wrong with you people? Do I look like a Goldie to you? Get out, girl, or I'll have to use force. But then Linji released her aura. Weasel froze in shock. What kind of power is this? I've never felt such terrifying suppression before. She may look like a child, but she carries the soul of a demon king. Against her, I must not misbehave. Quickly wagging his tail, Weasel said, "You're absolutely right. I'm just a cute little dog." Linji laughed. "See? I knew I couldn't be wrong about dogs. You really are adorable." Later that night, Jian returned home, exhausted. Today was exhausting. The treasure hall was so far away, it took forever to get back. Wait a second. Why is the door open? Did someone break in? Hongi warned, "Be careful. I can sense a dangerous killing intent inside. Someone powerful is waiting for you." Inside, Linji sat waiting, thinking, "I'll surprise brother when he comes home." Weasel, however, thought grimly, "Jian, you're a good man. But in front of this demon king, you won't survive. I never knew Yang Gong had connections with someone this powerful. Boy, you're finished." Jian checked the house and muttered, "I looked everywhere, but no one's here. Maybe I just forgot to close the gate when I left." Hongi suddenly warned, "Jian, look behind you." Out of nowhere, Linji hugged him tightly. Jian blinked. "Oh, it's you. Linji, what are you doing here?" Frustrated, Linji scolded, "Brother, you weren't answering my calls or replying to my messages. What else could I do? I had no choice but to come here. You promised you'd visit me often, but after coming here, you completely forgot about me." Jian sighed. "Sorry, little sister. I was so caught up in trying to become stronger, I completely forgot." Weasel, watching this, thought in shock, "Little sister? This demon king is Lin Jian's younger sister?" Linji said, "I understand. It's because you've been working so hard. That's why I forgave you." Jian replied, "Of course I have to become powerful. I need to protect my sister. And when you grow up, the three of us will stand together and protect the city." Linji smiled and said, "Brother, I actually had some amazing news to tell you." Jian asked, "What news?" Linji replied, "Brother, I've been accepted into Hero Academy for my studies. That means I don't need to live in the city anymore. I can stay here with you." Jian pretended to be happy, saying, "That's wonderful news." But deep inside, he thought, "Why is she staying here of all places? I was enjoying living with Hani peacefully, but it looks like my good days are about to end." Weasel, on the other hand, panicked in his mind. "Wait, does this mean the Demon King is going to stay here permanently? Then living here will be even harder for me. I can't survive among such powerful and dangerous people. I have to find a way to escape from here." At that moment, Linji said happily, "Brother, you adopted such a cute little puppy. You know, I was playing with him while waiting for you to come back." Jian thought to himself, "I know for sure Weasel doesn't like this at all. Still, seeing him like this makes me strangely happy." Then Linji asked curiously, "By the way, I wanted to ask you something. If you live alone in this house, then why is it always so clean? You never do any cleaning. That means you don't actually live here alone. You told me you were busy cultivating, which is why you couldn't answer my calls, but now it looks like you've been busy with something else." Jian quickly said, "No, I really have been working hard at cultivation. You tell me, do you think a girl would ever fall for me?" Linji replied bluntly, "No girl would ever like you. And listen carefully, when you're at the academy, you should only focus on your studies. Don't waste time on useless things." Jian smiled awkwardly, "All right, ma'am. Now please go and get some rest." But in his mind, he thought, "Looks like I'll have to keep Hongi hidden from her." Meanwhile, Hongi thought to herself, "Jian's little sister is really cute. She truly cares so much about her brother." Later, Linji prepared food for Jian. Looking at the meal, Jian thought nervously, "Why does this food look so dangerous? Could it be that Linji is angry at me and made this scary-looking dish to take revenge?" Linji asked, "What's wrong, brother? Why aren't you eating?" "Look, Goldie already finished his portion." Jian glanced at poor Weasel, who looked half dead after eating. Jian thought, "Why does it look like poor Weasel is going to die after finishing this food? But I can't refuse Linji. God, please help me swallow this." But after taking a bite, Jian's eyes widened. "Wait a second, this is actually delicious." Linji clapped happily. "See? I told you it was tasty." Jian nodded. "Yes, it's amazing. It feels like I'm drowning in a pool of pure energy." Weasel, however, trembled in his mind. These two siblings are terrifying for this world. Only her brother could eat food made by a demon king. How am I supposed to survive living alongside these monsters? Later, while walking outside, Jian thought, "The academy has given us 2 days of break. I need to earn some money during this time. With Hongi, Linji, and Weasel all eating at home, my storage is completely empty. If I go to sister, I could get money, but how can I rely on her for that? A man's responsibility is to feed his family, and for that, he must do whatever it takes." Just then, Fatty Gun approached and asked, "What's wrong, Jian? Why are you crying?" Jian replied, Brother Fatty Gun, you know how cruel this world is. Without money, you can't do anything. I thought maybe I could go out and earn some in these 2 days. Fatty Gun said, I'm also going out to earn money. Would you like to come with me? Jian answered eagerly, yes. I was waiting for such an opportunity. Fatty Gun asked, but wait, aren't you from the Lin family? How come you're short on money? Jian replied, you could say I'm self-independent. Anyway, where exactly are we going? Fatty Gun said, we're going to the mission hall. Soon, they arrived at the mission hall. Fatty Gun explained, everyone here calls the Mission Alliance the Bounty Alliance. You'll find tasks ranked from F up to a level. Look at that board over there. All the missions are listed, ranging from finding lost cats to hunting down dangerous monsters. People pick missions based on their power level. You know, many of our academy students work here part-time to earn extra money. Looking at the board, Jian pointed excitedly, this mission's reward is amazing. It says we have to defeat a demon king, and the reward is 50 million spirit points. Fatty Gun shouted, idiot, that's a demon king mission. Even if we got killed 36 times over, we still wouldn't be able to defeat one. Jian said confidently, guys, if we manage to complete all the missions listed on this board, we'll become billionaires in a single day. Nearby adventurers overheard him and muttered, he must be new here. If a single person could really complete that many missions, then why are so many mercenaries struggling here? Even with so many mercenaries around, there's never a shortage of missions. Completing them all alone? That's impossible. But Jian thought to himself, if I become a billionaire, life would be so easy. I wouldn't have to worry about anything ever again. Fatty Gun then said, Jian, come, let me introduce you to my team. They're all powerful and very special people. I can only bring you to meet them, but whether they accept you or not depends entirely on you. So make sure you behave properly in front of them. Jian said, you already know how amazing my behavior is. Fatty explained, this is our mercenary team, Sogan Blade. Jian looked around and said, wow, you guys even have a lot of fans. Fatty laughed, not all of us, only one of our members has tons of fans. Approaching his boss, Fatty introduced, boss, this is my classmate, Lin Jian. He ranked number 1 in this year's exam and wants to join our Sogan Blade. The boss said, oh, so a newcomer wants to join us. Jian smiled, it's an honor to meet you all. The boss extended his hand, my name is Mana. I'm the captain of Sogan Blade. Jian shook his hand and said, I've heard a lot about you, Captain. It's great to finally meet. The captain replied, it's great to meet you too. Seeing his talent, Captain Mana felt pleased. Meanwhile, Jian thought to himself, is this man's hand made of stone or a hammer? How is he so strong? Fatty added, Lin Jian has an extraordinary physique, and just a few days ago, he awakened a new fire-type ability. That's why I brought him here. Mana said, in that case, let's test his ability. Jian looked at the glowing orb and thought, this looks just like an awakening stone. Will it measure my power level too? Mana nodded, yes, you're absolutely right. Placing his hand on it, Jian thought, I've improved a lot. Let's see how far I've advanced from triple F rank. The orb glowed, revealing Jian's current level, C+ rank. Fatty shouted, when you joined the academy, you were just triple F rank. Now you're already at C+. That's incredible growth. The captain thought to himself, a C+ rank kid already? He's truly talented. This boy will go far in the future. Captain Mana said aloud, you're perfect to join our team. Jian bowed slightly, thank you. Don't worry, once I join, your team will become even stronger. Inside, Jian thought, thanks to Brother Fatty's introduction, I became a mercenary so easily. But the vice captain interrupted, talking big is easy, but fulfilling those words is far more difficult. Suddenly, all the girls in the area screamed, Muchen, you're so cute. Muchen frowned, you boys don't think before you speak. One day, it'll cost you dearly. Remember, becoming a mercenary isn't that easy. One day you'll get beaten badly. Jian thought, what's this guy's problem? Why does he talk so much nonsense? Still, he looks familiar somehow. He's handsome, sure, but not as much as me. He's one level below. Mana said, now that we're all one team, we should treat each other as friends. Everyone, introduce yourselves to Jian. The first girl said, my name is Coco. I give everyone Choco. Well, actually, I'm the team's healer. The second person said, my name is Yuzo, but everyone calls me Sharpshooter. Muchen, irritated, thought, this brat completely ignored me. Captain Mana then said, meet our vice captain, Muchen. Surely you've heard of Mukian, the academy's god? Well, he is her brother. Shocked, Jian exclaimed, what? He's Mukian's brother? Now it makes sense why he's been so hostile toward me. Muchen said, I didn't expect we'd face each other like this. Jian replied, neither did I. But don't worry, brother-in-law, I'll take good care of your sister. Enraged, Muchen snapped, who are you calling brother-in-law? If you even glance at my sister, I'll break your teeth. Listen carefully, don't go anywhere near Kian. And as for joining this team, you'll first have to defeat me, because I don't allow just anyone to enter. If Mu-chin is part of this team, there's no place for trash here. Jian smirked, so this guy is challenging me to a fight. Fatty quickly warned, Jian, don't fight him. Mu-chin is a B-class awakener, we can't underestimate him. At that moment, the system voice appeared in Jian's mind. Host, you have 3 options. First, apologize and end the matter peacefully, reward, +5 agility points. Second, choose the path of vengeance, reward, +5 strength points. Third, eat 5-star, do nothing, reward, +5 spirit points. Jian thought, I already have enough strength, and spirit points aren't really useful for me. My spiritual energy is overflowing. What I really need now is agility, so the first option is the best. Mu-chin sneered, what's wrong? Why are you silent? Are you scared now? Jian suddenly bowed and said, Brother Mu-chin, forgive me. Someone once challenged me, and that's why I confessed in front of your sister. But honestly, I believe I'm worthy of Goddess Kian. Mu-chin thought proudly, my aura must be overwhelming. This kid's already panicking. But Jian continued, Vice Captain, won't you forgive me for my mistake? Mu-chin thought, maybe I was too harsh. This kid really is quite innocent. So he said aloud, alright, I forgive you. The system voice chimed, host has earned +5 agility points. Then Jian smirked, did you really think I was saying all that out of fear? Suddenly, he punched Mu-chin and said boldly, she may be your sister, but she'll become my wife. Brother-in-law, the farther you stay out of this matter, the better it'll be for you. Captain Mana was stunned. What did he just do? Jian was saying, honestly, I've become way too powerful. Mu-chin replied, you bastard, you sneak attacked me. At the same time, Mu-chin was thinking, that punch was way too heavy. I've taken the captain's punches before, and this punch carried the same kind of power. Is this guy really only on that level? Jian said, our fight had already started. I tried to distract you, and you actually fell for it. If you want to progress in life, here's my advice. When you fight, focus only on the fight. If you let your attention wander, you'll always end up taking punches like this. Mu-chin said, the fight hasn't even started yet. Now the real fight begins. Captain Mana interrupted, the fight is already over. We still have missions to complete. We can't waste the whole day on this. Then Jian, walking toward the girls, said, by the way, my name is Lin Jian. What's so special about Mu-chin? I'm better than him, more handsome than him. If you become my fans, you'll even get special benefits. Mu-chin was thinking, I really got careless during this fight. That guy tricked me and beat me this time, but it won't always be like this. Coco said, Jian is so cute. Fatty said, he doesn't know how to behave with his seniors, but he has a good heart. Captain Mana said, then what are we waiting for? Let's go. While teasing Mu-chin, Jian said, now we're family, brother-in-law. I hope you take care of yourself. Mu-chin was thinking, I underestimated him because he's only C rank, but next time we fight, it'll be a fair match. Later, Jian's team arrived at the site of the mansion for their mission. Captain Mana explained, a few days ago, a group of 7 came to this mansion. Their task was only to explore and find out why such a beautiful place is deserted. They entered with full hope, but all they found was darkness, disappointment, and a maze. The path to enter was clear, but they couldn't find the way out. That's why they haven't returned yet. Our mission is to find all the missing people and bring them back. Jian thought, this sounds like a low-level horror story. Captain Mana continued, an inspection team came here earlier. They reported that there aren't any particularly strong ghosts inside, only E-rank ghosts. Our job is to eliminate them and rescue the missing people. Once we find them, our mission will be complete. Mu-chin, distribute communicators to everyone. Jian thought, E-rank ghosts? I could finish them in one punch. Jian said aloud, thanks for the communicator. Mu-chin replied, I hope you manage to stay safe inside. Then the captain and the others entered the mansion. Captain Mana gave instructions. Jian, you'll go into the cold storage. Fatty, you'll clear the upper floors. Coco and I will head into the restaurant. Mu-chin, you'll wait here. If anyone calls for help, go to them. If not, stay right here. As Jian walked through the corridor, he thought, outside it was bright and sunny, but inside this corridor, I feel cold. I've been to many ghost-infested places before, and from my experience, I can tell this place has quite a few ghosts. They might not be on Ghost King level, but they'll still be strong. Hongi said, your observation has improved a lot. You're right, they're not Ghost King level, but there are many C and D rank ghosts here, which are very difficult to deal with. Jian said, but the inspection team said there were only E rank ghosts here. Hongi explained, the ghosts here are experts at hiding their presence. They tricked the inspection team. In reality, there are C and D class ghosts here. That's why you need to be careful. As Jian went deeper, the corridor turned completely dark. Jian thought, something's strange here. Suddenly, two ghosts appeared behind him. He sensed it. There's something behind me. One of the ghosts approached and said, "Handsome boy, are you alone?" Jian replied, "Yes, I'm all alone." Hangi warned, "Jian, just stay put for 2 seconds. I'll take care of them immediately." Jian said, "No, Hangi, don't step forward. I'm a tough man. I can handle this much." One of the ghosts asked, "Which one of us do you like more?" Then the system voice announced, "Host, you have 3 options. If you choose the one on the left, you'll gain 5 charm points. If you choose the one on the right, you'll gain 5 strength points. If you choose both, you'll gain 10 agility points." Jian grabbed both and said, "When I already have 2 diamonds, why would I choose anyone else? I'd never want either of you to leave me." Annoyed, Hangi said, "You're done for. I'm never letting you stay home." The system then announced, "You have received 10 agility points as a reward." Jian immediately said, "Everything I said just now was a lie. You two aren't diamonds, you're coal, just coal. I don't want either of you. Leave me right now." He lifted both ghosts and threw them away. Jian said, "As long as I have Hangi, I don't need anything else." Hangi replied, "I misjudged you. You're actually incredible at acting." Jian was also thinking, if I had delayed saying that even by 2 seconds, Hangi would have bitten me by now. The ghost stood back up and said, "You lied. Just like every other disgusting man, you're a terrible person." Jian muttered, "But I attacked with full power. How are they still fine?" The ghosts shouted, "You're a liar. And liars deserve only one punishment, death. Zombies, move forward and turn him into one of your own." Jian was shocked. What kind of ability is this? A ghost just summoned a whole horde of zombies. Hangi said, "Your teammates are nearby. Let's go to them. You can't fight all of these alone." The ghosts commanded, "Zombies, chase them. Don't let them escape." Hangi explained, "These zombies are actually the missing people who were trapped by those 2 sisters and lost their lives." Jian asked, "But weren't there only 7 missing people? These zombies are way more than 7. Meanwhile, in the dining hall, the entire team had gathered. Captain Muna asked, "Muchen, did you find anything?" Muchen replied, "No, nothing at all on my side." The sharpshooter said, "This place is freezing cold. That confirms ghosts are here, but they're extremely skilled at hiding." Captain Muna agreed, "You're right, but even after searching everywhere, none of us found anything. Only Lin Jian hasn't returned yet." Fatty said, "What? He's not back? I thought he'd already returned by now." Coco added, "Did you guys notice that strange noise? It sounds like someone is running toward us." Just then, Jian arrived, saying, "Finally, I made it here." Captain Muna asked, "What's behind you?" Jian replied, 2 ghost sisters and their zombie army. You told us to find the missing people. Well, I brought them all." The whole team was shocked. An entire ghost army? How are we supposed to fight that? Suddenly, one of the ghosts attacked with poison breath, burning everyone's clothes. Jian shouted, "Ghost, that was a dirty trick." Fatty cried, "My dignity is ruined. How can I go outside with these burnt clothes?" Captain Muna cut in, "Now isn't the time to complain. Everyone, attack the monsters with full power." Everyone started fighting. Captain Muna yelled, "Talon, show your strength. Show them how much heat you've got." They attacked one of the ghosts, but the other ghost shouted, "Before you touch my sister, you'll have to go through me." Fatty grabbed her, holding her back. Coco said, "Sorry, but I can't help in this fight." Jian thought, "The help you've already given is enough." Then Hangi said, "Go, Jian, help your teammates." She took control of Jian's body, forcing him to hand his clothes to Coco. Jian thought, "Wait, Hangi can control my body? I didn't know that." Coco thought, Jian might talk nonsense all the time, but deep down he's a good person. After half an hour of fighting, both ghosts were finally captured. Fatty said, "They weren't that powerful, but their summoning ability gave us a lot of trouble." Captain Muna announced, "This mission is finally complete. Now we need to inform the department that the report they gave us was wrong." Fatty joked, "While we're at it, why don't we exchange contacts? Write down my number, 97821, and after that dumb Taika dum dum dum." The ghost sisters mocked him, "You fat idiot. Are you crazy? What kind of number is that?" Jian thought, "Now I understand why Fatty doesn't have any luck with girls. With pickup lines like that, no one would fall for him. If he really wanted to use a line, he should have asked me. I could have given him something decent. But seriously, what was that?" Coco said, "Jian, thanks for lending me your clothes. I'll wash them and return them later." She then kissed him and added, "Thank you for everything you did today." Hangi thought, "What just happened? This is the complete opposite of what I expected." Fatty teased, "Buddy, today you showed your true colors. When it was time to save your friend's dignity, you held back your clothes, but for the girls, you gave them away." Jian said, "By the way, Fatty, Everyone else used their second abilities in this fight, but I didn't see you use your real power even once. Fatty replied, I'm from the summoning department, and this place isn't suitable for summoning. But if I get the chance, I'll show you my power. Muchin thought angrily, this bastard hasn't even been in the team for a single day, and already he's more important to everyone than me. Captain Mana then said, I have news for all of you. The information given to us by the second department was wrong. Because of that, the task difficulty has been increased, and higher difficulty means double rewards. Each of you will now receive 30,000 spirit points for this mission. Overjoyed, Lin Jian shouted, What? 30,000? That means my broke life is finally over. Fatty said, You're so happy over such a small amount? That's nothing. You can earn way more in just a month. Jian said, If you only have that much money, then why are you treating me to a party today? Captain Mana said, The officials from the correct department are coming to inspect this place. We'll take both these ghost sisters there. Until they arrive, we cannot leave. After an hour, people from the psychic department arrived. The psychic department officers said, Sogen Blade team, you all did an excellent job. The information you provided was absolutely correct. These are D-rank ghosts, but because of their summoning abilities, they are classified as C rank. Capturing them was truly a great achievement. Jian thought, What? Such powerful ghosts were only D rank. I remember when our academy's second test was happening, a B rank ghost attacked us. It seems the academy must have lowered its power back then, which is why I was able to face it. If I can't even defeat D rank ghosts now, then defeating a B rank ghost at that time would have been impossible. Just thinking about it, if someone can control such a powerful B rank ghost, how strong must that person be? Then the department officers said, Sister Hua, we've taken custody of the ghosts. Jian thought, Sister Hua, are they talking to my sister? Looking at Lin Hua, Jian said, Are you really here? Lin Hua replied, Jian, you're here? Captain Mana asked, Why didn't you tell me that Jian's sister works in the psychic department? Fatty said, If I had known, wouldn't I have told you already? Lin Hua asked Jian, Why didn't you tell me that you were working as a mercenary? Jian replied, I only started today, so that I can give Lin Ji a better life. Lin Hua said, If you now understand your responsibilities, then that's very good. But working as a mercenary in this way is not easy. Then Lin Jian said, Sister, a while ago, I learned about Father's greatness. I also want to become as powerful as Father. Sister, can you tell me how I can join the psychic division? I also want to protect the city, just like you. Lin Hua said, To join the Piskic division, you must become very powerful. Right now, you are far from that level. Joining the Hero Academy doesn't mean you're in the Piskic division. If the Piskic division is level 50, then Hero Academy is only level 1. Hard work is important, but even then, joining the division is not easy. Jian thought, so, in Sister's eyes, Hero Academy is nothing. And it's true, everyone knows I used to be useless trash. For trash like me to even say that I want to join the strongest division, it just sounds like a joke. Lin Hua continued, If you want to join the division, then you have one great chance. Our division and the Hero Academy are holding a joint trial. If you somehow manage to rank first in that trial, it will greatly help you in joining the division. And the day I feel my brother is strong enough to know everything, I'll tell you all about Dad. Until then, here, take this small gift from me. Jian thought, My sister is truly kind. Take care of yourself at work. Lin Ji and I will be fine. Lin Hua thought, I expected him to immediately ask me for money and complain about his life, like he always used to. But this time, he didn't complain at all. Instead, he quietly started working as a mercenary to earn money. By not asking me for money, he took responsibility himself. And now he says he wants to become strong like Dad and me. It looks like my brother has truly changed compared to before, and that makes me very happy. Fatty said, Jian, now we can leave. By the way, friend, why didn't you tell us that you come from such a good family? Before joining the group, you said you were in desperate need of money. But if your sister works in the Piskic department, then why would you ever need money? Jian replied, No, it's not like that. I will carry my responsibilities myself. The fact that my family has money and power is separate, but I must shoulder my own duties. Muchin thought, this bastard has looks, power, and even a powerful background. What if he uses all this to trap my beloved sister? No matter what, I have to keep him far away from Mukian. Later, Lin Jian arrived home. Lin Ji said happily, Look, brother, I turned this dog into a princess. Mocking Weasel, Jian said, She really does look like a cute princess. Meanwhile, Weasel thought angrily, I am the great immortal Weasel, yet these siblings are mocking me like this. Jian then said, You know, today I met sister, and she gave me a gift. Lin Ji asked, Did she forget about me? Jian replied, Even if she didn't give you anything, don't worry. Tomorrow, I'll buy you a gift myself. Then Lin Ji said, Open it and tell me what's inside. When Jian opened it, a golden soul jade appeared. Jian thought, I never imagined sister would give me such an expensive gift. No matter how tough she acts on the outside, deep down, she really cares about me. Then the system said, Host, would you like to absorb this grade jade? Jian said, Of course, why ask, and started absorbing it immediately. Lin Ji thought, brother is able to directly absorb a soul jade? In this entire world, only a very few powerful people can do this. Weasel thought, to give an A-grade soul jade as a gift, this is not something an ordinary person could do. It seems Jian's sister is also an extremely powerful hunter. Lin Ji was thinking, seeing brother becoming stronger makes me so happy. Now, he won't have to endure anyone's pointless insults anymore. Meanwhile, the system announced, due to absorbing the soul jade, your core abilities have greatly increased. You have also acquired a new ability, Absolute Defense. Jian thought, although I couldn't unlock my Stormbreaker ability through this, my entire body is now surrounded by a protective layer. That means I now have an incredible defense. With this amazing skill in my S-rank body, I can easily defeat D-rank ghosts. Watching all of this, Hongyi thought, this boy is truly extraordinary. I've seen Jian's progress with my own eyes, and I can confidently say that he will soon become the most powerful person in this world. The scene then shifted to the academy. Teacher Tang Lin said, that's all for today's class. You can now go and practice on your own. Jian spoke up, Teacher, I wanted to talk to you about the trial. Teacher Tang Lin replied, you already know about the trials. The announcement hasn't been made yet, but don't worry. Even if you hadn't mentioned it, I would have registered your name for the competition. Just practice well. If you perform well in the trials, I'll make sure you receive special benefits. Hearing this, Fatty and Hofan said, Brother, what trials are you talking about? Tell us too, we want special benefits as well. Cutie sighed, boys are so strange. All they ever think about are special benefits. Just then, Mukian and Maria entered the classroom. Annoyed, Maria shouted, Lin Jian, where are you? Come outside. Jian thought, so it's Mukian and that girl. I once saw her while she was bathing. Are they here to take revenge? Well, to be honest, this is the first time I'm seeing Mukian properly, and I can admit, she really is the most beautiful girl on our campus. Lying with a straight face, Jian said, I'm not Jian. That fatty over there is Jian. Maria attacked immediately and snapped, do you think only you saw us that day? We know clearly that you're Jian. But when her attack struck, Jian was completely unharmed. Shocked, Maria exclaimed, what? I used 90% of my power in that attack, yet it did nothing to him. Jian smirked, everyone, it seems Maria likes me a lot. That's why she purposely isn't hurting me. Irritated, Maria shouted, stop your nonsense. I'm here for revenge, nothing else. Cutie snapped, how dare you attack someone from our class? Maria retorted, Cutie, stay out of this. Jian thought, why did Cutie step in to help me? Maria growled, it doesn't matter what Jian has done. Right now, he's part of Class 7. You can't harm a Class 7 student inside Class 7. Maria replied coldly, time will tell. Besides, you're alone. What can you possibly do to me? The other students gasped. Are these two girls about to fight each other? And then, a fierce battle broke out between Cutie and Maria. Mukian thought, we came here for Jian, but these two girls have started fighting instead. Fatty explained, Cutie and Maria have been sworn enemies for a long time, since high school. They can't even stand to see each other. That's why, Maria attacking any of Cutie's classmates is something Cutie would absolutely not like. Jian chuckled, ah, so that's how it is. Well then, Cutie, I'll support you. Go on, make Maria remember her place today. The two girls fought so intensely that their battle spilled outside. Suddenly, a cloaked man appeared between them. The man said, what's the point of fighting among yourselves? If you want to fight, then fight me. Jian asked, who is this guy? Hongyi warned, Jian, be careful. His aura is extremely strong and evil. Maria demanded, who are you? The man laughed, who am I? I am darkness itself. My job is to destroy everything in my path. Everyone calls me the Charmer of Darkness. Mukian gasped, did he just say he came from the dark world? That means, he's from the underworld. Jian asked, the underworld? What kind of place is that? Fatty thought nervously, this bastard is insanely powerful. Before he attacks us, I need to call for the teacher. The charmer sneered at Mukian, such beauty, you must be the young miss of the Mu family. Maria was shocked, he moved in an instant, from there to here. I couldn't even see him. Before anyone could react, the charmer grabbed Mukian using his power. He declared, I came here to take you away. By using the Mu family bloodline, I'll make myself even stronger. Maria attacked furiously, shouting, how dare you touch my friend? If you want to take her, you'll have to go through my dead body first. The charmer laughed, your attacks actually affect me? Impressive. Not only are you beautiful, but also strong. You're the perfect material to become my maid. Enraged, Maria spat back. Then watch carefully how this maid destroys you. Jian quickly interrupted. Wait a second. I want to ask something first. What exactly is the underworld? And who, or what, is the charmer of darkness? The charmer smirked. Don't tell me you know nothing about the underworld. Cutie explained. The underworld is a place where countless ghosts and monsters live. But these aren't normal monsters, they're all evil. Some despicable humans also live there, those who, unable to awaken their own soul powers, sold their souls in greed for strength. Now their only purpose is to torment our world. Simply put, the underworld has nothing to do with good. Every vile ghost, human, and monster, you'll find them all there. Jian said mockingly. It seems this guy isn't just weak, he's downright pathetic. Look at him, his face is so hideous he had to come here hiding it. The charmer laughed and replied, hide my face. Ha! I'm the most fearless man in the entire underworld. My name is known everywhere down there. Anyone who dared to underestimate me, I filled their life with darkness. And today, I'll make all of you children vanish into the same darkness. As he spoke, the entire place was suddenly engulfed in a pitch-black barrier. Everyone panicked. How did the sky suddenly turn black? Attacking, the charmer declared, this is my power. I'm so strong that if I dare look straight into the sun, I can turn day into night. Cutie snapped in irritation. Jian, can't you ever control your mouth? You're always running it at the worst times. Jian raised his hands innocently. What did I even do? I'm just a normal teenager. How was I supposed to know he'd take my words so seriously? The charmer smirked. Watching you all tremble in fear, I'm really enjoying this. Meanwhile, Jian secretly tried calling for help. Hello, the academy is under attack by a charmer of darkness. Send someone powerful immediately to deal with him. Maria asked anxiously. Wait, our phones aren't even working. Did yours connect? Jian sighed. No, the call didn't even go through. The charmer laughed again. If I can turn day into night, do you really think I can't cut off your signals? You have no idea just how powerful the man standing before you is. This barrier world, you're inside my domain now. Here, only what I want will happen. Jian mocked him. If you're really that powerful, then why don't you let us out of this barrier? Look, I'm recording a video right now. If you can't free us, that just proves you're no real man. The whole world is watching, so hurry up. Enraged, the charmer growled. Do you take me for a fool? You're acting like I'm some clown meant to dance for your amusement. Jian thought to himself, idiot, you already dancing to my tunes. Maintaining this dangerous barrier, launching all these powerful attack, it must be draining a lot of your energy. Soon enough, you'll collapse in exhaustion, and that's when I'll show you who Lin Jian really is. At that moment, the system's voice rang in his head. Host, you have 3 options. First, run away and save yourself. Reward, 5 agility points. Second, betray your friends and accept the charmer as your master. Reward, a special reward. Third, fight alongside your academy friends against the charmer. Reward, +2 strength points. Jian grinned inwardly. Finally, I've been waiting for this. The most tempting reward is the special one, which means, for now, I'll have to pretend to side with the underworld. On the other side, Maria worriedly asked, Mukian, are you alright? The charmer stretched out his hand. Come with me, I'll take you away on a little trip. But Cutie stepped forward and blocked him. As long as I'm here, you won't lay a finger on anyone from this academy. No matter how many differences we may have among ourselves, we're all still academy students. The charmer smirked. Another beautiful girl, looks like I'll be taking quite a few from this academy. Just then, Jian stepped up behind him. You really are amazing. Cutie and Maria gasped. Jian, what are you doing? Jian bowed slightly. Brother, forgive me. I failed to recognize your greatness before. In every story, there's always one true man. And looking at you, I realize, you're that one. The charmer raised an eyebrow. So you think I'm a hero? Jian shook his head. No, you are the villain, the most dangerous villain of the underworld. A true tyrant, here to conquer the entire world. And under such a great villain, I too want to serve. I want to become like you, an unstoppable villain. Maria muttered, this shameless boy, he switched sides in just 2 minutes. The charmer laughed heartily. Boy, I like you. Many people know my name, but only you have recognized my true nature. Fine, I'll make you my disciple. From now on, I am the great lord of the underworld, and you are my little lord. Your first task, capture Imokian for me. Jian bowed. As you command, great lord. The system chimed again. Mission complete. Reward, 1-star pill. Jian smirked. As your little lord, may I make one request? The charmer replied. Go ahead. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Suddenly, Jian punched him hard in the face. Then I want your worthless life. Everyone was stunned. What just happened? Jian sneered. Did he really think I'd become his assistant? He may call himself a villain, but he has no idea who he's dealing with. I'm not someone who stands behind others. Wherever I stand, that's where the line begins. Maria sighed in disbelief. So he was acting this whole time. If he can act this well, why is he even in the Hero Academy? He'd make an amazing actor. Jian raised his voice proudly. Listen carefully. I am not afraid. My name is Lin Jian, and I will become humanity's greatest hero. A true symbol of peace, so that no one will ever have to live in fear again. Cutie's heart softened as she thought, this guy, he's really something extraordinary. But the charmer stepped forward, his eyes burning with rage. You chose the wrong path, boy, and the only thing waiting for you on this path is death. Just as his attack was about to land, Hongi jumped in front of Jian, blocking it. Jian said gratefully, thank you so much. If you hadn't stepped in, I would have been badly injured just now. The charmer roared, how dare you survive my attack? I'll give you a death more painful than you can imagine. With that, he launched his most powerful strike directly at Jian. But suddenly, a radiant, powerful shield appeared around Jian. Jian's eyes widened. This isn't my power, then whose ability is this? Even the charmer was stunned. Who here could possibly block such a powerful attack of mine? Breaking through the charmer's assault, Jian taunted, you came here to pick on children, didn't you? Well, go fight these children's teachers instead. Let's see if they don't reduce you to your underwear. The charmer shouted in rage, I am the strongest. I am a force that no one can erase. Just then, Fatty yelled, the teachers are here. Jian smirked. Now this is going to be fun. I thought Fatty had run away like a coward, but it turns out he went to call the teachers. Teacher Tang Lin stepped forward, her eyes blazing. You insect, you really thought no one could destroy you? After tormenting children, you think yourself superior? Let's see how you fare against me. The charmer recoiled in shock. How did you break my barrier? It was supposed to be unbreakable. Tang Lin scoffed. That pathetic barrier was unbreakable. I could shatter such trash back in 4th grade. And you have the audacity to call it indestructible? Furious, the charmer bellowed, fine. Let's see you withstand my ultimate killing technique. His enormous serpent lunged forward, devouring Tang Lin whole. The students cried out in horror. Did he just eat Teacher Tang Lin? The charmer laughed. How does it feel to be nothing but my meal? This is the true power of the underworld and darkness. But then, the entire serpent exploded from within. Jian blinked. Wait, did Teacher just make the snake explode? Tang Lin stepped out unharmed, brushing dust off her sleeve. My apologies. I was trying to pry open your snake's mouth, but I accidentally used too much force and blew it up. The charmer gawked. How did my ultimate technique not harm you at all? Tang Lin smirked. Because the difference in our power levels is too vast. Vermilion, come forth. Show them the strength of a true summoning beast. A mighty crimson creature materialized, and with just one devastating attack, it completely overpowered the charmer. Tang Lin sneered. What happened? Weren't you boasting a moment ago? And now you can't even stand. Jian, amazed, said, Teacher, your beast looks almost human. Vermilion suddenly punched him. Jian winced. And it's just as bad-tempered as you. Fatty laughed. That's Vermilion, one of the strongest fire beasts. If it punched you and your face didn't burn, that means it actually likes you. Don't forget, Vermilion is an ancient beast. That's why Teacher Tang Lin is considered one of the strongest people alive. Tang Lin turned to the charmer. Tell me, should I kill you or spare you? The charmer spat. Kill me if you want, but I'll never talk. Tang Lin smirked at Jian. Disciple, let's show him what we excel at. And so, she and Jian together began ruthlessly beating the charmer. The students gasped in horror. These two really are devils. Who could torture an enemy this badly? The charmer cried out in tears. You're monsters. Please, stop. I'll tell you everything. But before he could speak further, a shadowy hand pierced through his chest, killing him instantly. A new figure appeared from the darkness. Our secrets must never be revealed. Jian froze. Who is this now? Their aura feels even more dangerous than the charmer's. Tang Lin's expression hardened. So, one of the most powerful in the underworld has come. Suri, the female devil. But why is she here? Suri smiled coldly. Relax. I didn't come here to kill anyone. I only came for what belongs to us. And in the blink of an eye, she seized Jian. Cutie and Maria were horrified. How could she move that fast? Jian wailed. You've got the wrong guy. You came from Ukian, right? Then why are you taking me? I'm just an innocent kid. Tang Lin and the others charged forward to save him, but Jian cried out, help me. Why are you all running in slow motion? Hurry up, or she's going to drag me away. And then, she was gone. Tang Lin clenched her fists. Suri has taken Jian. The scene shifted to a desolate mountain. Jian screamed at the top of his lungs, somebody save me. This devil is going to ruin my dignity. Suri silenced him sharply. Shut your mouth. No one is coming to save you here. Jian gritted his teeth. Do you think I'm that weak? Even if no one comes, I'll save myself. Take this, Inferno Fist. But to his shock, nothing happened. My powers. What's wrong with my powers? Why can't I use them? Suri smirked. Because I've severed the connection to your spiritual world. That's why. Terrified, Jian stammered. What are you planning to do? Your target was Mukian, wasn't it? Why capture me instead? Suri replied, yes, our target was Mukian. But after seeing you, I realized, you possess the ability of a strong breaker. And everyone knows that divine abilities are unrivaled. That's why we chose you for our experiments. Jian thought in shock. How does she know about my ability? No one knows that I have a triple S rank. Everyone just thinks I'm ordinary. So how did this demon find out? Meanwhile, Hongi muttered from afar, that girl Suri is extremely dangerous. Because she closed off this spiritual world, I can't help Jian right now. Jian clenched his fists. No one knows I have a triple S rank ability, but this demon does. How? Suri held up a crimson shard. Don't worry, you don't have to do much. All you need to do is swallow this blood crystal. I promise nothing will happen to you, and I'll even give you a reward. The system spoke. Host, you have 3 options. First, refuse to eat the crystal. If a demon is offering it, it can't possibly be something good. Choosing this will grant you plus 15 strength points. Second, be obedient like a good child and follow the elder's words. Doing so will grant you plus 5 energy points. Third, waste time by waiting for others to arrive. Choosing this will grant you plus 10 agility points. Jian thought for a moment. The first option is obviously the best. He declared boldly, if you force me, I'll jump off this cliff and die. Then you can keep experimenting on my corpse. The system responded, choice registered. For refusing, you are awarded plus 15 strength points. Suri tilted her head, amused. You're quite strange, child. If you won't listen to me, I'll simply break your arms and legs before feeding it to you. Either way, you'll end up eating it. Jian shrugged. Then why bother breaking my arms and legs? Just feed it to me now. Suri smirked. Since you've agreed, I'll reward you. Then, to Jian's shock, she kissed him before placing the blood crystal in his mouth. From afar, Hongi trembled with anger. I can watch Jian die, but I can't bear to watch another woman get that close to him. This demon is truly vile. Jian frowned. What exactly is this blood crystal? Why don't I feel anything after swallowing it? Just then, Teacher Tang Lin appeared on the scene. Suri chuckled. Well, since everyone has arrived, I'll take my leave. I hope you remember me. Moments later, Fatty rushed over. My friend, let me check you. Who knows what that demon did to you? Jian pushed him away. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. A teacher with yellow hair asked, Director, should we pursue Suri? Tang Lin shook her head. No, it's pointless. Instead, strengthen the protective barrier around our academy. That demon must never be allowed near us again. And Jian, you should go rest. You've already done well by saving everyone today. Jian replied proudly. I just did what a great hero should. It was pretty easy for a handsome guy like me to handle a female ghost. Later that evening, Jian returned home. Linji, I brought food for you. Linji's face lit up. Thank you so much, brother. Weasel grinned. Master, you're really kind. But then his eyes widened. Wait, did I just call Jian master? Oh no, I'm slowly becoming like a dog. Linji asked, aren't you going to eat? Jian sighed. I'm too exhausted. I need to rest. As soon as he entered his room, Jian collapsed to his knees. When I ate that blood crystal, I didn't feel anything, but now my whole body is burning from the inside out. That woman definitely had bad intentions, but I don't know what to do. My body is so weak I can't even activate the system to heal myself with pills. Suddenly, Hongi's voice echoed. Jian, are you alright? Your inner energy has become unstable and aggressive. It's trying to burst out. That crystal she fed you is forcing your potential to overflow, but your body can't handle it. If you want to survive, you'll have to share your power. Jian frowned. What do you mean? Hongi smirked faintly. You're smart enough to figure it out without me spelling it out. That's when a spicy moment sparked between Jian and Hongi. The next morning, Jian awoke refreshed. I feel so much better now. After sharing energy with Hongi, the pain is completely gone. Technically, Hongi is a ghost, which means what I experienced last night wasn't physical, it was spiritual. Still, if I grow stronger, I'll find a way to make Hongi human again. She doesn't deserve such a tragic ending. A girl like her should have a hero's life, not misery. Just then, Lin Ji entered. Brother, you're awake. I made soup for you. Jian drank and smiled. It's wonderful. Weasel wrinkled his nose. This soup is terrible. How can he call this good? Living with this demon's siblings is so strange. Lin Ji asked curiously, by the way, was someone else in your room last night? It sounded like a fight was going on. Jian waved it off. No, I was just practicing martial arts. Lin Ji tilted her head. Were you practicing alone, or with someone? Jian grinned nervously. We live in the same house. If someone else were with me, wouldn't you have noticed? And if I'm lying, may lightning strike this weasel and kill him like a dog. Anyway, I'm leaving, I'm already late. Lin Ji muttered under her breath. Why do I feel like he was lying? Weasel thought grimly. Jian, your lies will be exposed soon enough. Let's see how your demon sister reacts then. Later at the academy, Fatty Gun burst out laughing. What miracle is this? Jian actually arrived at school on time. Do you know, the whole academy is buzzing about you? Yesterday, an incredibly dangerous energy leaked from your room. And I swear, I saw a woman inside. Don't tell me, you had an encounter with a female ghost. Jian snapped. What nonsense are you spouting, Fatty? You know I'm just an innocent, pure boy. But inside, Jian panicked. Wait, Fatty lives right next door. Did he hear everything last night? Fatty leaned closer. I'm telling you, the entire school is spreading the rumor that you spent the night with a female ghost. And this rumor has spread like wildfire. Jian was thinking, this rumor may be true, but I'll have to prove it false no matter what. Throwing his phone, Jian said angrily, are you all crazy? I'm just a first-year student. Do you really think I'd do something like that? My entire focus is only on studying and nothing else. Cutie commented, boys are so strange. Sometimes they stay together like brothers, and sometimes they end up fighting. Just then, Tang Lin entered the room and said, everyone, go back to your seats. In half a month, the star trial will begin, and the 5 of you will participate as a team. Jian thought, wow, Teacher Tang Lin just made everything easy for me. Tang Lin continued, the trials are very important for your future, so I'm going to intensify your training. On this paper is your training schedule for the next 15 days. Jian looked at the paper and thought, it says we'll have to stay on the training grounds for the next 15 days. We can't go home, and we'll have to do whatever Teacher Tang Lin tells us. I thought her special training was supposed to have benefits, but this looks like pure hell. Tang Lin said, you all know where the back mountain is. We're going there right now, and the training will continue for the next 15 days. Soon, she ordered them to start doing push-ups. The girls complained, but we're girls. And still, the teacher is making us carry rocks. For 15 days, everyone went through extremely intense training, and finally, the day of the star trial arrived. Jian said, everyone, walk a little faster. Otherwise, we'll be late for the trial. Fatty complained, if we walk any faster, our legs will break off. Other nervous students whispered, did those people just come back from jail or something? Why do they all look like zombies? Crying, Team 7 said, we were only away for 15 days, but teacher's training made it feel like we spent 15 years in hell. Tang Lin said, look at your faces, they're so gloomy. Motivate yourselves. Today is the day of the trials. If you don't perform well, then the training you just went through for 15 days, I'll make you repeat for the entire year. Cutie raised her hand, teacher, I have a question. Is it true that you're naming our team the Avengers and making Jian our captain? Tang Lin replied, yes, your team will be called the Avengers. I don't need to explain why. As for Jian, yes, I chose him as your captain. Sometimes he acts strangely, but when real problems appear, he's always the first to step forward. No matter how foolish he tries to act, he's brave at heart. He's very much like his father, who, as you all know, was a great captain. I don't need to tell you how legendary he was. The students murmured in agreement, the teacher is right. Whether it was the second exam or the charmer's attack, Jian was always the first one to stand in front of danger. Then, the vice principal stepped forward. Now I will announce the teams and their captains. The first team is Mad Warriors, and their captain is Qin Feng. Qin Feng said arrogantly, you can aim for any rank you want, except first place. That's reserved for us alone. Jian muttered, this guy is just as arrogant as me. The principal continued, the second team is Justice Alliance, and their captain is Roti Sugi. Roti Sugi declared, dream as much as you want, but in reality, only one team will stand at the top, and that's Justice Alliance. Jian thought, he's bragging again, as usual. The principal went on, the third team is Team Qin Cheng, led by Mu Qian. Mu Qian said, we'll all work together as one. The fourth team is Sogan Blade, captained by Mana. Shocked, Jian thought, Uncle Mana, he's a student at this academy? What's going on here? The fifth team is Godless, captained by Lu Feng. Lu Feng said, our god is God Lin Jian. Whatever he does, we'll do the same. If he's rank 1, then we'll be rank 2. Jian thought, isn't this the same Lu Feng I already defeated? Finally, the principal said, and the last team for today is the Avengers, captained by Lin Jian. Jian confidently declared, our Avengers have already achieved great things, and this time too, we'll create miracles. The crowd murmured, the Avengers? Isn't that the name of the world's strongest team? Are they really worthy of using such a name? Sure, it was Lin Jian's father's team, but still, this isn't a name that can be used lightly. Chow Mein thought, I never expected Jian to become a captain. Everyone knows how amazing Team 7 is. For him to be their captain is already a huge deal. Meanwhile, Roti Sugi was fuming. Didn't I tell Grandpa to kill this bastard? They didn't listen, and now he's become a captain. I have to stop him from becoming famous no matter what. Roti Sugi spoke up. I agree, Lin Jian's father was a hero. The whole world respects him and sees him as an idol. But his team's name can't just be used like this. We won't let the Avengers' name be turned into a joke. Others joined in. Yeah, the Avengers were the greatest. Anyone can't just take their name. Roti Sugi is right. Roti Sugi smirked and said, see, Jian? I changed everyone's mind in just 2 seconds. Jian thought, this bastard never misses a chance to cause me trouble. Just then, the system spoke. Host, you have 3 options. First, give Roti Sugi a proper answer and prove to everyone that you deserve the Avengers name. Second, use your words to change the topic completely. Third, accept Roti Sugi's words and change your team's name. Jian thought firmly, even if I don't get a reward, it doesn't matter. I'll choose option 1. Jian said, my father used to be the captain of the Avengers team. When the city was attacked, everyone hid in fear. But that day, my father stepped forward. He fought the monster and sacrificed his life to protect every single person in the city. Don't think I'm telling you this just to prove how great my father was. What I want to say is, there are many people like my father who live in the shadows, silently trying to protect this world. They don't seek glory or freedom. All they want is to save humanity. It's because of them that we can live peaceful lives today. We are the new generation of warriors. That's why I'm inheriting the name the Avengers. But I'm not only inheriting the name, I'm inheriting the purpose behind it. Many people fight for fame, power, or glory. But I don't want any of that. I want to be a hero who protects others from the darkness. Even if the world never knows my name, it won't matter, as long as people are safe because of me. That's enough for me. I don't think anyone here understands the true meaning of the Avengers more than I do. That's why I don't feel any hesitation in carrying this name. Jian thought proudly, wow, those were some amazing lines. I don't think anyone can argue with me now. Lu Feng exclaimed, see, this is the thinking of my god Jian. He doesn't want anything for himself, everything he does is for the world. Just like a true god. Jian muttered to himself, I thought the girls would speak up for me. Why are the boys supporting me instead? Lu Feng continued, you all mocked him, but think for a second. This is the same guy who awakened Triple F rank during the exam. And now, he's strong enough to be the captain of his team. If he isn't worthy of this name, then who among you is? Maria said, even though Lin Jian is rude and annoying sometimes, he's not bad at heart. Whenever there's danger, he's always the first to step forward. Mu Qian added, yes, I also have no problem with him being a captain. The others joined in, yeah, during the second exam, he risked himself to protect everyone. Roti Sugi muttered angrily, how can everyone change sides so quickly? Some girls shouted, we support Lin Jian too, because he's so handsome. Chow Mein thought sadly, why do I feel like I've made a huge mistake? I misunderstood Jian and ended up losing something really precious. Jian smiled and said, thank you, everyone, for supporting me. Qin Feng thought, this guy is impressive. A competition is only exciting when there are strong rivals like him. Tang Lin thought to herself, I made the right choice giving this team the name Avengers. Captain, if you could see your son right now, you'd be so proud. He's truly your reflection. I'm proud of him too. Meanwhile, Roti Sugi shouted, what's wrong with all of you? The crowd shoved him aside, saying, move out of the way. He's tomorrow's hero, we want to take pictures with him. They pushed past Roti Sugi and crowded around Jian. His team whispered among themselves, this world is really strange. Now we understand why people spend so much money on PR. Soon, the scene shifted. At the entrance of the Devil Domain, the announcement was made, welcome, everyone. The Devil Domain will open shortly. Please remain calm until then. Looking around, Lin Jian asked, why are there cameras everywhere? And why are people selling stuff here? Fatty explained, the cameras are for live broadcasting. And those vendors are all academy students trying to make some profit by selling their goods. Just then, a boy shouted, want a photo of our school's 4 goddesses? Best quality prints for just $699. Jian frowned, they've clearly photoshopped those pictures. Who would buy that? Fatty nodded, yeah, you're right. But the next moment, Jian bought all the photos. Everyone stared as he said, these are fake. No one else should get their hands on them. That's why I bought them all. Fatty grinned, give me some too. We won't let anyone else touch these. Then Jian noticed, Captain Mana himself was selling the same photos. Jian shouted, aren't you ashamed of yourself? Fatty greeted politely, former captain, it's an honor to meet you. Coco blushed as she looked at Jian. Jian smiled at her, sister Coco, how are you? Coco thought nervously, I want to talk to him more, but just looking at him makes me so shy. Jian asked, only academy students are allowed to sell things here, right? Then Uncle Mana, what are you doing here? Mana laughed, even though I look older, I'm still a student of the academy. That's why I can set up a stall just like everyone else. Pointing to something on the table, Jian asked, by the way, what is this? Mana explained, this is a full map of the Devil Domain, the place we'll be entering soon. Looking at it, Jian thought, every detail has been marked here. If I carry this inside, it'll be a huge help. Mana added, you were once a member of our Sogen Blade team. For you, I'll give a 10% discount. At that moment, Jian, after discussing with his teammates, starts running. Jian says, for now, I'm just borrowing this from you. Once I'm done reading, I'll return it. Meanwhile, Mana yells angrily, how can you be so shameless? Coco interrupts, Captain, calm down. You know what Jian is like. Mana replies, of course I know him well. That's why I only gave him a photocopy. The original is still with me. Just then, Jian and the rest of his team come running back to their group. Huofeng says, after doing something so cheap, I actually feel kind of good. Feels like life is finally getting fun. At that moment, a man arrives and announces, kids, I'm the examiner for your star trials. Today, I'll explain all the rules to you. All the cameras you see around here will record your performance. This competition isn't just about killing monsters, it's also about teamwork and many other things. We'll be watching how many monsters you defeat, how you work as a team, and how you react in emergencies. Based on everything, you'll be given scores and ranks. Jian comments, so basically, this is just like the entrance exam. The examiner continues, all the gates have now been opened. You may enter. Jian notices, so many portals are open, that means each path will lead us to a different part of the Devil Domain. Cutie quickly says, hurry up and choose one. We can't fall behind. Jian picks a path and enters. Fatty says, let's see what kind of path our captain chose for us. But Jian, shocked, exclaims, this is the most dangerous place in the entire Devil Domain. We have to get out of here fast. The teammates, almost crying, complain, we chose the wrong captain. His bad luck has gotten us trapped. But Jian replies firmly, crying won't help. Taking action will. I have an amazing plan to get us out of here quickly. The scene shifts to the Elder Room. Linhua says, this year's students are very active. The moment they entered the ghost world, they started exploring it. Tang Lin adds, yes, I have high expectations from them too. Suddenly, someone rushes in and reports, one of our camera cars has been hijacked, and it's none other than one of the student teams. Shocked, the teachers ask, the students hijacked the car? Old Jiang remarks, of course, they must have learned it from Jian. He's the biggest devil of our academy. Teacher Tang confirms, the hijacker is indeed Jian himself. All the teachers are stunned to see Jian hijacking the car. Linhua mutters, this can't be my brother. The vice principal comments, this student is truly interesting. He never does what anyone expects. Inside, Cutie worries, did we take the wrong path? It feels like we're heading into a really dangerous area. Jian reassures, as long as we have the map, we can't go the wrong way. Huofeng, nervous, says, I'm still scared. This is just a normal map, not a satellite one. It might not be accurate. Fatty spots something, look ahead. There's a town. As they walk through, Jian says, it's strange to see a town in a place like this. Could monsters be living here? Hongi replies, yes, ghosts and monsters live here. What else did you expect in the Devil Domain? Please be careful, they're very dangerous. Jian confidently says, don't worry, I'm here. They soon see many humans tied up. Jian exclaims, how dare these monsters tie up humans? Cutie, furious, adds, these monsters are such bastards. I won't spare them. Jian instructs, you guys free the captives. I'll go ahead and check the city. Cutie whispers, he's acting like a true captain, checking everything himself. Doesn't he seem different lately? But inside, Jian was actually thinking, I only came here to steal. If they've built such a big town, they must have plenty of valuable loot. Hongi observes, Jian is roaming around like he's the ghost king himself. Jian notices a shop and says, they even have stores here. No doubt, everything they own is stolen from humans. Hongi warns, Jian, don't act recklessly. This is a ghost outpost. More ghosts will show up quickly. Jian grins. Don't worry, I have a plan. With it, no one will realize I'm human. Could you disguise me, so I look like a ghost? Hongi agrees, and Jian, disguised, enters the shop. Pointing at the shopkeeper, Jian says, hands up. I came here to rob you. Hand over everything you've got. The ghost, trembling, thinks, he looks like such a powerful ghost. Jian warns, what are you staring at? I don't have money, but I want your stuff. If I take it, will that be a problem for you? The ghost quickly replies, no, brother. No problem at all. Take whatever you like. Immediately, Jian starts loading up the goods. Jian says, Honey, you're amazing. Honey replies, loot the shop completely. Just then, another ghost enters the store after sensing Jian's aura. Crying, the shopkeeper begs, Brother, please help me. Some ghost from outside the village came here and is bullying me. Honey scolds Jian, I told you to keep a low profile. You released so much energy that now several ghosts have gathered here. At that moment, an elder ghost arrives and says, So, you came here to steal? Jian thinks, what should I do? Should I sneak attack and escape? The system suddenly activates. Host, you have 3 options. First, return everything you looted and apologize. In return, you'll get +8 agility points. Second, fight and show the ghosts what real combat means. In return, you'll get +8 strength points. Third, escape immediately. You'll get +4 agility points. Jian thinks, fighting or escaping both carry huge risks. Better if I just return everything. He says aloud, Brother, forgive me. You can keep it all. I now understand stealing is wrong. The ghosts were shocked. Did he really return everything? The system notifies, host has gained +8 agility points. But then, Jian grabs the items and runs, laughing, once I take something, I never give it back. And this loot is too good to let go. Meanwhile, we see Huafeng and Fatty sneaking out of shops after stealing. Fatty asks, Jian, why are you running? You said you were scouting. Jian smirks, oh please, thief scolding another thief? You went out to steal too, so how can you question me? Suddenly, ghosts surround them from all directions. Fatty panics, they're only chasing us because of you. Jian retorts, doesn't matter why they're here, if anyone gets caught, they'll get beaten badly. Meanwhile, the girls return and say, we freed all the humans the ghosts had captured. That's why we took so long. But where are the boys? Cutie points, look, there they are. Jian shouts, start the car, quick. The girls sigh, the boys must have caused trouble again. Inside the monitoring room, everyone sees Jian's team running ahead while ghosts chase behind. One teacher comments, times really have changed. Earlier, ghosts used to enter our world to steal. Now our kids are going into the ghost world and stealing back. Tang Lin adds, that's Jian's team. They can do things we can't even imagine. Linhua groans, why can't my brother ever do something normal? Every weird thing in this world, he has to be the one doing it. Tang Lin replies, that's Jian. He doesn't care about fake appearances. He's someone who's already far ahead of all that. Mark my words, his later journey will be fascinating to watch. Linhua mutters, 3 years ago, when I left home, Jian was never like this. It's hard to believe this so-called Demon King is my brother. The scene shifts to Teen Kin Cheng. Maria complains, dealing with these ghosts and monsters is so hard. One attacks while the other steals our stuff. They're as shameless as Jian. Another girl adds, they didn't even leave us a single drop of water. Stole everything and ran. Muqian protests, why do you always badmouth Jian? He's not that bad of a person. Maria smirks, oh, why does it bother you so much? Don't tell me, you like him? Just then, Jian appears, announcing like a shopkeeper, sale in the devil domain. Roadside goods at cheap prices. Limited offer, hurry up. The girls were shocked. Did Jian just open a shop here in the devil domain? Our stuff was stolen, and now he's selling it back? How is he even doing this? Jian teases, why are you so annoyed? Are you jealous of my shop? Hey friends, hang a lemon at the entrance. Seems like the haters came before the buyers. Maria argues, a while ago, all our belongings were stolen, and now you suddenly have so much stock to sell? Something is fishy. Jian smiles, we just have a lot of goods. If you want anything, you can buy it. Qian asks, will I get a discount? Jian replies, of course, you'll get 5% off. The crowd whispers, look, Goddess Qian is shopping there. That means Jian's store must have amazing stuff. Jian thinks, thanks to Qian, my shop is booming. We'll earn loads of money from this trial. But then he notices Roti Sugi discussing something secretly with his teammates. Jian suspects, he must be planning something against me. I should check it out. He tells Fatty, you handle the shop for now. I'll be back soon. Meanwhile, Roti Sugi tells his team, get ready. We'll take advantage of the chaos and stab Jian. But we must do it in such a way that the cameras don't record it. Just then, Jian appears and says, young master Roti Sugi, you're absolutely right. Roti Sugi replies, who's there? Come out. Jian steps forward and says, my name is Jiang Yun, and I'm part of the Mad Warrior team. While passing by, I overheard your conversation and thought I'd help you solve your problem. Roti Sugi says, so, you'll help us kill Jian? What has he ever done to you? Jian replies, what hasn't he done? That bastard is too handsome, so the girls don't even look at us. Because of his arrogance, even our captain, Qin Feng, despises him. If he ever ran into our captain alone, captain would crush his bones. Rotisugi said. Jian has made countless enemies just by acting cocky. If Qin Feng is on our side, there's no way Jian will survive today. Rotisuki adds, they say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So why don't we work together and end our troubles once and for all? Brother, take this E-class soul jade. Lead me to your captain. I need to discuss the plan with him. Jian pretends to hesitate. You must have worked hard to obtain this soul jade. How can I possibly accept it from you? But Rotisugi thinks, he's saying he doesn't want it, but his body language screams that he does. He's just waiting for me to push it on him. So Rotisugi insists, brother, please don't refuse. Just accept it as a gift. Jian replies, alright then, I'll accept your gift. But you must know how amazing our mad warrior team is. Do you really think we'll help you for such a small price? Rotisugi fumes internally, this bastard. If he weren't a member of the mad warrior team, I'd teach him a lesson right here. He then says aloud, who said I'd only give you the soul jade? Here, take an extra 1,000 spirit stones as well. Jian smirks, why waste time here then? Let's move quickly. My captain is in this direction. Privately, Jian thinks, perfect. I'll lead these idiots to a dangerous place filled with powerful ghosts. They'll get killed here, and I'll escape easily. The only thing I need to avoid is bumping into the mad warrior team by accident. My plan is flawless. After about 30 minutes of walking, Rotisugi starts to realize, we've been traveling deep into the forest for half an hour now. No wonder the mad warrior team is so famous. They dared to venture this far inside, while we would have never had the courage. Meanwhile, Jian thinks, according to the map, this place is extremely dangerous. Soon, powerful ghosts will appear. I'll leave these fools here to die, and I'll escape. But suddenly, Rotisugi spots someone and says, finally, Captain Qin Feng, we found you. Jian curses to himself, how can my luck be this bad? Rotisugi greets him, brother Qin Feng, it's an honor to meet you. You have no idea how hard it was for us to reach you. Qin Feng replies coldly, first tell me, who are you? Rotisugi answers, don't you recognize me? I'm Rotisugi, grandson of Elder Yang Gong. Your teammate, Jiang Yun, brought us here to meet you. But then Rotisugi suddenly realizes, wait, where is Jiang Yun? Jian steps out with a grin and says, I'm right here. So, Rotisugi, how do you like my little joke? Rotisugi shouts angrily, you lied to me. Now return my soul jade and spirit stones immediately. Jian replies mockingly, I'll never return them. It's a family tradition, we never give back what we've taken. Rotisugi orders his men, attack. This bastard won't listen otherwise. Meanwhile, Jian thinks, finally, I'll get to show how strong I've become. After leveling up, I never got the chance to fight properly. This is the perfect opportunity. But Qin Feng steps forward and says, 5 of you against 1 man? Pathetic. Don't you feel any shame bullying a single person like this? Rotisugi was shocked. Why is Qin Feng protecting Jian? Jian, confused, thinks, what's wrong with this guy? He's stealing my spotlight. Then the system appears. Host, you have 3 options. First, team up with Qin Feng and beat Rotisugi until he cries for his grandmother. Reward, plus 6 strength points. Second, choose the path of peace and apologize to Rotisugi. Reward, plus 2 strength points. Third, escape quickly. Reward, plus 8 agility points. Jian thinks, I really need more agility. Meanwhile, Qin Feng declares proudly, I, Qin Feng, walk the path of righteousness and justice. Anyone who follows this path, I will protect. Few dare to walk it, but as long as I live, brother Jian, you are safe. Rotisugi scoffs, your brain is empty. How can you call the city's biggest scoundrel a good person? Even demons and ghosts aren't as bad as Jian. Jian thinks to himself, time for me to slip away. Brother Qin Feng, I'll leave Rotisugi to you. I trust you'll handle him well. Qin Feng replies, thank you for your trust, brother Jian. Don't worry, I'll take care of these fools. Meanwhile, Rotisugi says, what's going on? Haven't you realized yet that he left you alone here and ran away? Qin Feng replies, he didn't run away. This is what showing trust means. People like you will never understand loyalty. A little distance away, Jian was thinking, for the past hour, I've been wandering around here. I wonder what Fatty and the others are doing right now. Just then, Hongi says, Jian, I can sense a very dangerous aura nearby. Please be careful. Suddenly, a group of people run toward Jian. Stopping one of them, Jian asks, brother, why do you look so terrified? The man replies, some fool went into a new ghost's territory, and now a huge number of ghosts are chasing us. Brother, while we still have time, let's get out of here. Otherwise, later we won't have a chance. Jian thinks, I wonder how Fatty and the others are doing. I need to get back to them quickly. When Jian reaches his group, he asks, what happened to the car? Fatty replies, the car broke down. Now the only option is to escape on foot. But seeing the ghosts approaching, Jian says, we've wasted too much time. Now escaping from here is impossible. Maria steps forward and says, running away won't earn us any points. Killing them will. Mukian adds, we are many, and these ghosts can't really harm us. This is the perfect chance to earn a lot of points. Jian smirks and says, alright then, show them what happens when my 2.5 kg hand lands. It doesn't just knock someone down, it sends them flying. Then everyone charges forward and starts attacking the ghosts together. Jian notices and asks, brother Fatty, why aren't you using your powers? Don't tell me you still haven't awakened. Fatty replies, sorry, I use my abilities so rarely that I actually forgot I even had one. He then summons his dragon and shouts, Fatty Dragon, show them your power. Jian, shocked, exclaims, you have a fatty dragon? But it's asleep, how can it fight like this? Fatty laughs, it doesn't work that way. To wake it up, I just need to say 3 magical words. He shouts, 2 leg pieces and a bottle of Pepsi. Come on, Fatty Dragon, today we'll wipe out these ghosts. The Fatty Dragon wakes up and begins slaughtering the ghosts. Jian thinks, unbelievable, the guy I thought was the weakest turned out to be a dragon rider. But then several ghosts sneak up behind Jian. Before they can strike, Qin Feng arrives and kills them all. Qin Feng says, I thought some ghosts had attacked here, so I came to help. Don't thank me, it's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Jian fumes inside, Baldy, stop stealing my spotlight. Showing off is my job, and only mine. At the same time, Roti Sugi appears and mutters, if it wasn't about earning points, I'd never have come here. Jian rallies his team, come on, friends, let's show them our strength. Just then, Roti Sugi suddenly slashes Jian's shoulder. He says, sorry, my target was the ghost, but you got in the way. Did it hurt? Jian replies calmly, a scratch from a cat can't wound a lion. Just aim better next time. Actually, wait, I'll help you with your aim. Here, take this focus powder. Roti Sugi, furious, shouts, you bastard, what did you throw on my face? Jian smirks, something you really needed. Then he punches Roti Sugi and tosses a grenade, escaping immediately. Jian thinks, conquering the whole world wouldn't be half as fun as messing with this guy. Soon after, Jian rejoins his team. Cutie yells, where were you? We even heard an explosion. Don't tell me you caused it. Jian replies innocently, no, I'm just an innocent teenager. Why would I walk around carrying bombs? But just then, a ghost appears, licking its lips. Food, so much delicious food. Seeing this fresh meal makes me so happy. Jian warns, this is a B-ranked ghost. Hongi panics, Jian, run quickly. This is not a ghost you can fight. The ghost's overwhelming pressure freezes everyone in place. Nobody can move their bodies. Qin Feng struggles. I can't even stand up. What kind of terrifying power is this? But Jian thinks, good thing I have the triple S rank ability, Stormbreaker. That's why the ghost suppression doesn't affect me. I can move freely. He clenches his fist. That means it's my responsibility to protect everyone. Qin Feng watches in awe. Amazing, where we can't even stand, he's still fighting for us. Jian's friends shout desperately, you idiot. Don't try to be a hero. Run away quickly. You don't need to die for us. But Jian replies, I'm not a hero. I'm just an ordinary guy who can't stand by and watch harm come to the people I care about. If protecting them means fighting monsters, then so be it. The monster growls, even under my suppression, you can still move? That means you're the most special food here. I'll eat you first. The system appears. Host, you have 3 options. First, leave your friends behind and escape. Reward, plus 20 strength points. Second, kneel before the ghost and beg for mercy so it spares everyone. Reward, plus 15 agility points. Third, fight the ghost together with your friends and defeat it. Reward, plus 20 strength points, plus 10 Piskik points, and a random skill. Jian thinks, the third option's rewards are incredible. I wasn't planning to run away anyway, but now I definitely won't move from here. His friends cry out, don't be stupid, just run. We know you care about us, but you don't need to die for us. Meanwhile, Roti Sugi, watching from afar, mutters, damn, this bastard is a real man. Why are his friends even stopping him? Back in the control room, Linhua exclaims, what is going on here? Before the trial, I clearly ordered that all B-rank ghosts be locked away. So how did one appear here? Just then, the bodyguard says, wait, Mississippi. I'll immediately send someone there to help the children. Linhua interrupts, hold on a second. Make sure you send an expert, but tell them not to interfere in the fight. I want to see how these kids handle themselves in a time of crisis. Only if one of their lives is truly in danger, then the expert may step in. Tang Lin comments, it seems you have a lot of faith in your brother's strength. Meanwhile, Linhua was thinking, my brother's future is going to be filled with hardships. If he can make his ability stronger now, it will be much better for him. Situations like this are the perfect chance to grow stronger. The scene shifts. We see Jian, badly injured, as the ghost mocks him. How dare you, alone, stand before me? You should consider it a great honor that you'll be my meal. Now shut up and obediently enter my mouth like food. Seeing Jian covered in blood, Hongi cries out, Jian, let me help you. If I transform into my fighter form, I'll tear this ghost apart like it's nothing. But Jian stops her. No, Hongi, don't. The Kanglan Academy is monitoring us 24/7. If you show yourself here, they'll see you as a threat and attack you too. Hongi pleads, then what should I do? Jian replies firmly, don't worry, trust me, this insect isn't powerful enough to kill me. Saying this, Jian and the ghost clash, their attacks colliding violently. The ghost's weapon slashes across Jian's body. The scene shifted to the underground of the Devil Domain. The first gatekeeper says, this place is shaking so much today. The second gatekeeper replies, of course, it's because of the star trials going on. Still, we shouldn't worry about that. Our real job is to guard this gate carefully. You know very well what lies behind it. The first nods, of course. Behind this door is the Ghost King, Blood Knight, who was once one of the most powerful ghosts of his time. But he's been locked up here for 10 years, unable to do anything. Every day we come here, stand for 12 hours, then return home. For 10 years, nothing has ever changed. The second laughs, exactly. That's good luck for us. We should just focus on doing our job. But suddenly, they notice an incoming attack. Before they can even react, it strikes and kills both gatekeepers instantly. Suri appears, sneering, Kanglan Academy hired such careless guards. Both of them were only B rank. If they had actually been paying attention, they might have caused me trouble. But because of their negligence, my job became much easier. I released that B rank ghost to draw everyone's attention, and my plan succeeded. Now everyone is focused on it, giving me the perfect opportunity to bring back our Ghost King. Saying this, she breaks the seal and opens the gate. Inside, we see the Ghost King, Blood Knight, bound in chains. Blood Knight growls, Suri, so you came. Suri kneels, yes, my lord. I came to set you free. Using his power, Blood Knight shatters his chains. He roars, those wretched humans imprisoned me for 10 years. I don't even remember how the sun looks anymore. But once I step outside, I'll show them a hell they can't even imagine. Suri thinks to herself, this is the true power of the Ghost King. His energy alone makes it hard for me to breathe. Blood Knight suddenly sniffs the air. Where's this smell of blood coming from? Suri replies, on my way here, I killed 2 B rank awakeners. You haven't eaten in 10 years, so I thought you'd like them. Suri reflects, we may be of the same race, but the difference in how we use our powers is vast. I only observe human energy, while he directly devours them. Blood Knight devours the corpses and laughs. Ah, it feels so good to taste humans again. Come, Suri, let's go kill more of those pathetic creatures. There's nothing I enjoy more than slaughtering humans. The scene shifts back. We see Jian struggling, barely standing. He thinks, I can't feel any strength in my body anymore. Meanwhile, Kin Feng worries, brother Jian is fighting so hard for us, yet we can't do anything. We just sit here and watch. Hongi begs again, Jian, let me help you now. Jian shakes his head. No, please, don't come. I told you, I'll protect everyone. Then Jian pulls out a star pill. He thinks, I saved this pill for desperate times. Now, finally, it can help me. After swallowing it, his body begins to heal rapidly. The ghost sneers. What happened? Look, your hero has fallen. Right in front of him. I'll kill all of you one by one, and prove his efforts were meaningless. Let me start with this cheerful little girl. Just then, Jian appears, saving Muqian at the last moment, and lands a devastating punch that blasts a hole straight through the monster's body. Kin Feng shouts, finally, we can move again. Come on, everyone, Jian has done so much for us. We must help him. The ghost gasps, you're still alive? I thought you were already dead. Jian answers coldly, someone once said, you should never dream beyond your limits, because it will only crush you. Jian thinks, thanks to the system's rewards, not only has my body healed, but I've become much stronger than before. Hongi watches proudly. This is the same Jian who used to run away from weak little ghosts, and now he's fighting B-rank ghosts alone. Truly, my Jian is the most awesome of all. Monster says, even if 100 ants come together, they can't cause any real damage. To me, you're nothing but ants that I can crush at any time. That's when Hongi transfers her power into Jian's body, which greatly increases Jian's energy. Meanwhile, Roti Sugi said, where are you going? That monster is extremely dangerous. If you fight him, you'll all be killed. But his teammates reply, if Jian wasn't here, we would have already died anyway. He risked his life to save us, so how can we back down when it's time to help him? Then, all of them join forces and defeat the ghost. Watching this, teacher Tang Lin says, "The kids have done an amazing job, especially Jian." Linhua adds, "I didn't even realize when my little brother grew up this much. Seeing Jian today reminds me of father. Who knows, maybe one day he'll become an S-rank hunter just like him." Suddenly, a bodyguard rushes in and says, "There's a serious problem. Someone has broken the underground seal, and the Blood Knight has been released." Old Jian, shocked, says, "What? The Blood Knight is free?" Linhua immediately orders, "Quick, tell all the children to leave the trial. The Blood Knight isn't a ghost they can handle." Meanwhile, because Jian defeated the ghost, he receives a reward. The system announces, "Host, you will receive a random skill through the lottery system." Jian hopes, "Please let it be a good skill." The system then says, "Congratulations, host. You have received a new skill, the invincible egg. By using your special bowl, you can create eggs that are extremely tasty and highly nutritious." Jian thinks, "What kind of ability is this? Well, let's at least test it out." He tells Fatty, "Open your mouth." Fatty replies, "What's going on?" But Jian puts an egg in his mouth. Excited, Fatty says, "Wow, what is this? It's so delicious. I've never eaten anything this tasty before." Cutie asks, "Why are his eyes reacting like that?" Huafan says, "Brother, I want to try it too." Jian mutters to himself, "Do I look like some egg vendor to them? But actually, this skill doesn't consume much energy, so I guess I can feed them." He gives an egg to Huafan as well. Fatty, overjoyed, says, "Give me another one." Muqian says, "Hey Jian, we're classmates too, right? Can I ask what you're eating?" Jian replies, "I have plenty of eggs. Do you guys want some?" "Okay then, everyone open your mouths." He feeds eggs to all of them. Everyone praises, "These eggs are amazing." Jian thinks, "Well, at least there's one good thing about this skill. Now I'll never have to worry about food in the future." The girls, however, wonder why the boys are reacting like this. Jian asks Cutie, "Do you want one?" She replies, "No thanks, I'm not interested in your next trick." Scarlet, on the other hand, says, "Jian, I want one." Fatty then asks, "What about the ghost's corpse?" Jian explains, "Everyone knows that AB rank ghost sells for a good price. I only wanted Soul's Jade. The rest you guys can share." Muqian agrees, "That's fair. After all, Jian did 90% of the work killing it, so the jade rightfully belongs to him." One by one, everyone takes their share. Jian thinks, "Such a huge body, yet such a tiny jade. I wonder what I'll even get from this." Qinfan thanks him, "Brother Jian, I can't thank you enough. I'll never forget your help today." Just then, an announcement comes through a camera, "All students, quickly exit the trial. A major problem has occurred inside the devil domain. It's something children cannot handle. The sooner you leave, the better." Jian thinks, "It must be some ghost far more powerful than usual. We need to leave right away." Qinfan agrees, "Yes, let's all head out together." Scene shifted. Inside the devil domain, the Blood Knight has appeared. He says, "Finally, breathing fresh air again feels wonderful. Wait, where's that human scent coming from?" Nearby, a group of girls are walking. One says, "I don't understand why the trial ended so suddenly. We hadn't even earned any points yet." Another replies, "Even if it continued, do you really think we'd score any points? We should get out quickly before danger finds us." The Blood Knight appears and says, "As expected, I'd run into some cute girls right away." "Perfect." The terrified girls ask, "What is this terrifying ghost? And who are you?" The Blood Knight smirks, "I was feeling hungry, but after seeing your ugly faces, I lost my appetite. Although, wait a second, I can change your appearances, then maybe I'll feel hungry again. Tell me, girls, who wants me to change their looks?" The girls, under his influence, reply, "Yes, please change us." Blood Knight says, "All right then. Today, the Great Ghost King will grant your wish." With that, he completely alters their appearances. Excited, the girls say, "Wow, we've become so beautiful. Now we four can be the top beauties of the new school. Even Muqian can't compare to us anymore." Suri thinks, so the Blood Knight has the power to change any girl's appearance, and he can easily control their minds too. The girls, completely bewitched, say, "Big brother, thank you so much. Please tell us, how can we repay you?" Blood Knight says, "To repay me, you can give me your blood." Saying this, he drinks all of their blood. Then he says, "This isn't enough, I need more." Suri says, "I can sense that Hina, my experimental body, is nearby." Blood Knight replies, "Are you talking about that body with the triple S rank Stormbreaker ability? Eating him would be such a delight." Suri objects, "No, we can't do that. Our boss has been working on that experiment for a very long time. You can't just devour his experimental subject." Annoyed, Blood Knight snaps, "Shut your mouth. I don't care about any boss, I'll do whatever I want." Suddenly, someone attacks Suri. It turns out to be Tang Lin and Lin Hua. Laughing, Blood Knight says, "So, Kanglan Academy and the Psychic Division are attacking me together? Girls, even if you combine your powers, you can't do anything to me." But when Tang Lin and Lin Hua launch a joint attack, Blood Knight barely manages to dodge. Just then, Suri moves forward to attack Lin Hua from behind. She says, "Girl, you're done for. Who will save you now?" But then Lin Hua strikes at Suri and says, "Stay in your place." Shocked, Suri says, "How can she be this powerful?" Meanwhile, Blood Knight rushes towards Suri and says, "We need to get out of here quickly. We can't fight them now." As he leaves, he says, "You're lucky today. I'm only after the Stormbreaker. Otherwise, I would never have spared you." Tang Lin thinks, an rank ghost king who can fly, even after being imprisoned for 10 years, he hasn't lost his abilities. Lin Hua adds, "Stormbreaker, I've heard of that before. Sister Tang Lin, come with me quickly. This Blood Knight is extremely dangerous. He could attack our students at any time." Scene shifted. We see Jian and his friends near the exit. Jian says, "Look at this long line just to get out. At this rate, it'll take all day for our turn." Fatty explains, "Everything happened in such a rush. The academy could only open one portal for everyone to leave." Cutie snaps, "Shut up and stay in line." Just as they're waiting, a portal opens above them, and Blood Knight and Suri appear. Blood Knight says, "So many weak insects, but in the future, they might cause trouble for us." Jian recognizes her. "That's the girl who fed me the crystal. But who's that red ghost with her? Is this another underground attack on us?" Blood Knight declares, "Kneel before your king and show me respect." He releases a terrifying pressure on everyone. Jian thinks, "The pressure from a rank ghost didn't affect me, but I can feel this one so strongly." Hongi says, "Of course you can. This is one of the 8 ghost kings, the Blood Knight. Jian, you need to find a way out immediately. None of your tricks or strength will work against him." Jian thinks, "So this is a ghost king. That means at the very least, he's a rank." The ghost king grins, "So much fresh food. Just looking at you makes me happy." Qin Fan says, "It's hard enough just to breathe here. We're not even strong yet, and already we're about to be wiped out." Blood Knight then says, "I've found my prey. Such pure energy, only the Stormbreaker could possess it. That means you must be our experimental subject." He grabs Jian. Suri warns him, "Blood Knight, you're making a huge mistake. You may absorb him, but the boss will never forgive you." Blood Knight replies, "We're lucky that the Stormbreaker ability is in a child. If it were in a powerful human, we wouldn't even be standing here talking." Then he takes out a sphere and says, "Come into my world." The sphere absorbs Jian and Suri. Shocked, Qin Fan and Fatty cry out, "What just happened? Where did that powerful ghost take Jian?" Tang Lin arrives and says, "At least the rest of the kids are safe. But where's Jian? Why can't we see him?" Lin Hua says, "I can sense his aura. He must be inside that sphere." Fatty pleads, "Please save our friend." Lin Hua explains, "This is a space sphere created by a very powerful ghost. If we try to force our way in, we might die before even entering." Tang Lin says, "We need to find a safe way to enter. Until then, Jian, it's all up to you." Scene shifts to the blood world. Jian says, "I fell from so high, even with my enhanced body. I can feel terrible pain." Blood Knight welcomes him, "Welcome to my blood world." Suri thinks, this Blood Knight has gone insane. Doesn't he realize that once we get out, plenty of humans will be waiting for us? Blood Knight smirks, "Enjoy your last moments of freedom. Soon, you'll be my food." Jian throws eggs at him and says, "I can't stand villains like you, who think too highly of themselves." Blood Knight laughs, "I've lived for thousands of years. Every time I appeared before humans, they trembled in fear. None of them even dared to look me in the eye. And now, this boy dares throw eggs at me? You've made a grave mistake." He traps Jian under his pressure. Jian struggles. What kind of powers does he have? My soul defense isn't working at all. It feels like my body's special abilities are completely disrupted. Blood Knight says, "There's no point in struggling. None of your tricks can save you from me." Just then, Hongi emerges and says, "Before you lay a hand on Jian, you'll have to get through me." Suri, shocked, thinks, "This aura, she's at least an A-rank ghost king. Why would such a powerful ghost king help Lin Jian?" The Blood Knight says, "Your face looks very familiar. I don't know why, but I feel like we've known each other before." Annoyed, Hongi replies, "Blood Knight, our rivalry didn't start today. It began 1,000 years ago, when I was still alive and the princess of my country. You invaded our empire with your army and slaughtered millions of our people. In that same battle, I lost my life too. 1,000 years ago, I couldn't save my people, but today I will not let history repeat itself. As long as I'm standing here, you will not harm my people." Jian thinks to himself, so Hongyi really lived in the past, and she died while protecting her people. The Blood Knight smirks, a grudge lasting thousands of years. Finally we can settle it today. First, I'll kill you, then your little boyfriend. He launches a deadly attack, but Hongyi blocks it with ease. The Blood Knight growls, you managed to block that, but let's see how you handle this attack. Their battle explodes into a fierce clash. Suri whispers, so this is an A rank fight. My strength is only at B rank, and with so many internal injuries, I can't even help Blood Knight right now. The Blood Knight taunts, you lost thousands of years ago, and you'll lose again today. You were weak then, and you're still weak now. He slashes her shoulder. Hongyi thinks, as always, this bastard fights dirty. His every attack is laced with poison. My energy is draining too quickly. Jian, frustrated, says, even as a man, I can't do anything. Hongyi is fighting for me, and I'm just standing here watching. If I can't protect my people, then what's the point of being alive? Even if I had a triple S rank ability, if it doesn't help protect others, then what's the use of it? He begins to release his energy. Suri gasps, what's happening to him? Jian is releasing the aura of a demon. Jian says, I can feel my spiritual energy burning inside me, but in return, I'm gaining power. Even if I burn some of my energy, it doesn't matter. I have plenty of it. I just need strength. His body transforms into a demon. The Blood Knight sneers, centuries ago, I treated your people like dogs and killed you easily in battle. And look, the same thing is happening now. But just then, Jian charges and lands a devastating punch on him. Jian roars, I will destroy everything that stands in my way. Hongyi thinks, Jian has suddenly become so powerful, but he's recklessly burning his spiritual energy. The Blood Knight smirks, I knew someone with the Stormbreaker ability couldn't be this weak. After I devour you, I'll at least evolve into an S-rank Demon Emperor. He unleashes a terrifying strike, but Jian counters with a brutal kick. Blood spurts from Jian's mouth as the clash damages him. Hongyi worries, Jian's using too much energy. His body isn't strong enough to withstand even a C-rank ghost, let alone fight an A rank. If this battle goes on for 10 more minutes, he'll die of exhaustion. The Blood Knight laughs, I can already see your future world burning. Yes, you have immense spiritual energy, so much it could last you centuries, but your body is too weak to handle it. In 10 minutes, your life will be over. Jian responds with another crushing blow, stunning the Blood Knight. The Blood Knight chuckles, I never thought I'd meet such an interesting human. Hongyi, you should be ashamed, your little boyfriend is far more impressive than you, even though he's younger. Suddenly, Jian collapses to his knees. Suri thinks, even if Jian has awakened new power, his strength is still only at B rank. Defeating an A rank demon with thousands of years of combat experience is impossible for him. The Blood Knight kicks Jian, sending him flying. Hongyi catches him and pleads, Jian, stop. Return to your normal form, this transformation is too dangerous for you. Jian replies weakly, I have to protect my wife. The Blood Knight sneers, awakened or not, it doesn't matter. A bug will always remain a bug. Don't worry, boy. I'll kill you first, then I'll deal with Hongyi. Jian insists, I must keep fighting. But Hongyi says firmly, Jian, please calm down. You've already helped me more than enough. Return to your real form. Jian finally reverts back. Hongyi thinks, 1,000 years ago, I watched everyone die while I barely survived. But this time, I won't let that happen. Even if I have to sacrifice myself, I'll save you. Jian pleads, Hongyi, please don't do this. But she says, Jian, you've already weakened him. You've done your part. Now it's my turn. The Blood Knight laughs. Why are you coming at me one by one? Come all at once. I'm starving. At that moment, Hongyi begins sacrificing her soul power. Suri was stunned. Has this Ghost King lost her mind? She's burning her soul just to save one human. The Blood Knight snarls, so you're going to use those flames against me? Let me make it clear, you won't succeed. But before he can strike, Hongyi's kick sends him flying. She declares, I told you, I'm not letting you go. She slashes him with a final attack, splitting him in two. Suri thinks in shock, did the Blood Knight just lose? Hongyi turns to Jian, smiling faintly, we won, Jian. No matter the cost, at least you're safe. I'm leaving now, please, take care of yourself. She fades away, leaving only a small soul bead behind. Jian holds it tightly and thinks, this is the last essence of Hongyi's power. I must keep it safe so that one day, when the time is right, I can revive her. Just then, Suri approaches the Blood Knight and says, let me take you to the underworld. You'll be able to recover there. The Blood Knight replies, I already had a backup plan in place. Right after saying that, he begins to absorb Suri's energy, draining her completely. As he absorbs her power, his body begins to heal and regenerate. The Blood Knight thinks to himself, I survived, but my body is still too weak to fight right now. Meanwhile, Jian steps forward and says, "You bastard, you're not getting away this time." But before Jian can reach him, the Blood Knight starts flying away. He smirks and says, "You got lucky today because of your wife. Don't worry though, once I regain my full strength, I'll come back to kill you myself." Jian glares at him and replies, "Fine. I'll be waiting for that day." With that, the Blood Knight disappears, escaping through the spatial orb. Tang Lin says, "I'm going after the Blood Knight. You go and save Jian." Inside the collapsing blood world, Jian looks around and mutters, "What's happening? Why is this world breaking apart? I have to get out of here fast." Then he spots Suri's body lying nearby. The Blood Knight drained her energy, that's why her body transformed. I should keep her inside my spiritual world. Since she's from the underworld, she probably knows a lot about it. She might be the key to helping me bring Hongi back. Moments later, the blood world collapses, and Jian starts to fall. Luckily, Linhua catches him just in time. Linhua asks, "Jian, are you okay?" Jian replies weakly, "Yeah, just a little tired." Linhua says, "Hang in there. I'll take you to the doctor." As Jian drifts into unconsciousness, he thinks to himself, "Hongi, wait for me. I promise, I'll come to save you soon." 3 days later, we see Jian at home, training intensely. Lin Ji comments, "Ever since my brother came back from the trial, he's completely changed. He trains all day and barely speaks. Do you know what happened to him?" Weasel shakes his head and says, "No idea." But in his mind, Weasel wonders, "It's been days since I've seen that female ghost who used to be with Jian. Could something bad have happened to her?" Inside the house, Suri accidentally drops a glass and exclaims, "I'm sorry. I made a mistake again." Linji scolds her, "You can't even do one thing right. I don't even know why my brother brought you here." Weasel mocks her too, "Yeah, you're worse than useless. Even a 5-year-old could pick up a glass without breaking it." Linji adds coldly, "I won't tolerate these mistakes anymore. Go make breakfast for my brother again, and make enough for both of us. We're hungry too." Suri, quietly frustrated, thinks to herself, "I'm only trying to repay Jian's kindness, but these two won't stop tormenting me." Meanwhile, Weasel grins smugly and thinks, "It feels good having someone lower than me around." Elsewhere, Jian was deep in thought. "I stored Hongi's soul bean in my spiritual world. I thought Hongi would wake up in a few days, but it hasn't at all." Lin Ji calls from the other room, "Brother, come eat your breakfast." Jian glances at Suri and thinks, "She's definitely hiding something. I'm sure she knows more than she lets on." After breakfast, Jian says, "Suri, come here for a minute." Suri bows slightly, "Yes, Master Jian. What do you need me to do?" Jian asks directly, "You're from the underworld, right? Then you must know how to revive a ghost's physical body. Tell me everything you know, now." Suri answers nervously, "Yes, of course. I'll do everything I can to help you." But Jian glares at her and says harshly, "I don't want excuses or loyalty speeches. Don't tell me you're still devoted to the underworld. Judging by your hesitation, it sure looks that way." Suri shakes her head. "No, it's not like that. The truth is, the Blood Knight drained most of my energy. That's why I'm stuck in this childlike body, and I've lost many of my memories. For now, I only remember one possible way. The Blood Knight has the ability to regenerate his body. If you can somehow obtain his soul core, you might be able to use it to bring Hongi back." Jian nods seriously, "All right, I'll trust you. I was already planning to kill that bastard anyway, but now that I know his death could help me revive my wife, I'll hunt him down even faster." Suri thinks to herself, Lin Jian really is a strange human. In a world where everyone sees ghosts as enemies, how can he have such genuine feelings for one? Scene shifted. We see Jian and Fatty walking together. Fatty says, "What's wrong with you lately, man? You've been acting all gloomy and serious." Jian replies calmly, "I'm not sad, just focused." Fatty grins, "Well, you'll like this then. Our Avengers team ranked #1 in the trial, and you should have seen Rotisugi's face when the results were announced. He was so red and furious. Honestly, watching him lose his temper was even more satisfying than winning." Fatty thinks to himself, something's definitely off with Jian. Ever since that Blood Knight attack, he hasn't even cracked a single smile. He used to joke around all day, but now he's serious all the time. Then he says aloud, "Since we ranked first, our team got an incredible reward. The teachers even said you were the team captain, so the main prize goes to you. Oh, and guess what? Because of our great performance, we're getting a few days off. So, where are you planning to go?" Jian replies coldly, "I'm going to spend my vacation hunting down those damn ghosts and monsters. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to relax." Fatty sighs, "Man, he's gotten not only weirder, but scarier too. We used to think the old, goofy Jian was annoying, but compared to this serious version, that Jian was a gem." Just then, 4 unfamiliar students walk past them. Fatty frowns, "Who are these guys?" I've never seen them before. The group of students whispers among themselves, today's mission is way too easy. All we have to do is capture one kid. What was the boss even thinking giving us such a trivial task? We're the top soldiers of the underworld. This kind of mission is an insult to our rank. Another one adds, anyway, the target we need to capture is Lin Jian's little sister. And we've also been ordered to eliminate that traitor, Suri. According to our intel, this is Lin Jian's house right here. Inside the house, we see Lin Ji sitting on the couch, eating cake. She says, the cake that sister sent is delicious. She actually sent it for my brother, hoping it might cheer him up, but his mood is so dark these days, he won't even touch food. I honestly don't know what to do to make him smile again. Weasel complains, my shoulders are sore. Maid, hurry up and massage them. Suri, thinking to herself, mutters mentally, ugh, Weasel is such a jerk. He makes me work all day like a servant. He's lucky he's Lin Jian's pet, otherwise, I would have destroyed him a long time ago. Still grumbling, she kneels down and starts massaging his legs. Weasel smirks, what's wrong? Haven't eaten enough, huh? You're pretty weak for someone massaging my feet. Before he can say more, Lin Ji yells, shut up. Your annoying voice is ruining my TV time. Suddenly, all three of them sense a strange presence behind the door. In the next instant, 4 demons burst through it, smashing it open. One of them shouts, Lin Ji, we've come to take you with us. Come quietly, and we'll even give you a candy. Weasel, unimpressed, thinks, who are these 4 idiots? Meanwhile, Suri recognizes them immediately. All 4 of them are demons from the underworld. One demon laughs, we knew Lin Jian had a dog living here too. Weasel, furious, shouts, watch your mouth. I'm a weasel, not a dog. Suri warns him, calm down, Weasel. These guys are strong. Then the demons begin to transform into their true forms. One of them boasts, we're the kind of storm that brings chaos even to a drought. We make our enemies weep blood. The whole world fears the name of our squad, the Rock. Lin Ji rolls her eyes. Honestly, I've never seen demons this ugly before, and your so-called cool lines are even worse. The demons growl, we'll tolerate insults, but don't you dare mock our catchphrase. It took 4 years to come up with that line, it's perfect. Another one squints at Suri, wait, who's this maid? Don't tell me this is Suri? How did her basketballs turn into a golf balls? Suri, clearly irritated, snaps, who the hell are you calling a golf ball? Weasel chuckles, how did it feel hearing bad things about yourself? The demon leader orders, enough talk, grab the Jian's sister. She looks like an idiot anyway. Lin Ji, now angry, yells, who are you calling an idiot? Suri panics, oh no, this girl may look like a kid, but that aura inside her is terrifying. Weasel grins, see, this is exactly why I call her the Demon King. These fools really picked the wrong person to mess with. Lin Ji, glaring at them, says, you called me, a cute little girl, an idiot? I'll give you one last chance, take it back. The demons snicker, this kid isn't just stupid, she's crazy, and delusional too. She thinks she's cute, but she's really not. Lin Ji shouts, Black Bear, go, show them what you can do. Her pet bear transforms and instantly starts devouring the demons. The terrified demons scream, they told us she was just a child. How can a kid have this much power? Moments later, the bear spits out their bones. Suri, watching in shock, thinks, I used to think Jian was incredibly talented, but his sister? She's even scarier. If she had faced the Blood Knight that day, she would have torn him apart. Thank goodness I never made the mistake of provoking her. One last goblin with a bandaged face tries to escape, but Weasel blocks him and growls, where do you think you're going? You called me a dog, didn't you? Let's see what this dog can do. Lin Ji gasps, wait, Weasel can transform? The Weasel begins to morph into his human form, a small girl about Lin Ji's size. The goblin stares and mocks, you're still just a kid. What can a little body like yours possibly do? In the blink of an eye, Weasel punches him, sending the goblin flying backward. Lin Ji, delighted, cheers, wow, Weasel, now we're the same size. Weasel smiles, my human form is lighter and more flexible. In Weasel form, I couldn't fight properly, so I've been training hard on transformation arts lately. Lin Ji, beaming, says, that's awesome, Weasel. Lin Ji, smiling brightly, says, that means it'll be even more fun playing with you now. The two of them start playing together. Scene shifts to the underworld headquarters. The Blood Knight kneels before the Devil God and says, my lord, I've sent a few of my men to capture Lin Jian's sister and Suri. The Devil God replies calmly, to tell you the truth, my goal isn't just Lin Jian, it's the entire Kanlan city. The Blood Knight looks up, startled, you're planning to attack Kanlan city again, just like 10 years ago? The Devil God smirks, exactly. Because of that Kanlan Academy, more and more powerful students are emerging every year. They're becoming a growing threat to our ghost world. Once we destroy Kanlan City, everything will become much easier for us. That city is humanity's last hope. 10 years ago, Lin Yuan saved it, but he's dead now, and since his death, no human has been strong enough to make us fear them again. The Blood Knight steps forward confidently. For now, I alone am more than enough to handle Kanlan City. Allow me to lead your army, my lord. The devil god laughs mockingly. You? The same fool who was almost killed by a child. What makes you think you're qualified to lead an army? The Blood Knight lowers his head but speaks firmly. My lord, I was imprisoned for 10 long years. When I fought that boy, I wasn't even at half my strength. But now, I've fully healed. I've returned to my peak. I promise you, I'll turn Kanlan City into a ghost domain. And don't forget, I have the power to control humans. If I had been present during the battle 10 years ago, things would have turned out very differently. The devil god narrows his eyes. Very well. If you're so confident, then go. Destroy Kanlan City. If you succeed, the human with the Stormbreaker ability will be yours as a reward. The Blood Knight bows, smiling darkly. Thank you, my lord. I promise I won't fail you. The devil god adds, I've already opened a portal to Kanlan City. It'll be fully active in a few days. Be ready to attack the moment it opens. Make it a massacre worth remembering. The Blood Knight grins. Don't worry, my lord. I've never failed a mission, and I don't plan to start now. In his mind, he thinks, Lin Jian, because of you, my reputation in the underworld has taken a hit. Once undone, everyone will remember why they fear the Blood Knight. Scene shifts again to Kanlan Academy. Teacher Tang stands before the students and announces, just because you ranked number 1 in the trials doesn't mean you've conquered the world. There are much bigger challenges ahead, and you'd better be ready for them. We haven't been able to catch the Blood Knight yet, and our intelligence reports suggest an attack may happen soon. You are the future of this city, so you must become stronger. For the next few weeks, I'll personally train you. I'll push your physical limits to their absolute peak. The students groan in frustration. Do we really have to go through more training again? Scarlet complains. I can't do this anymore. I'm the team's healer. Why do I have to do physical training? Fatty glances at Jian and says, what's up with Jian? He's just standing there, but he's still cultivating. Tang Lin replies, don't bother him. Lately, he's been working harder than ever. Maybe he's trying to become truly powerful. Fatty thinks to himself, wow, Jian's aura feels so much stronger than before. Could he be on the verge of a breakthrough? Meanwhile, Jian is deep in concentration. My spiritual power has grown incredibly strong. I'm only one step away from reaching B rank. Last time I fought a B rank ghost, it nearly killed me. But if I can reach that level myself, everything will get easier. Suddenly, the system speaks in his mind. Host, you currently have 70 unused skill points. Would you like to use them for your breakthrough? Jian smiles slightly. There couldn't be a better time. Yes, enhance my Stormbreaker ability even more. A surge of energy explodes from him. Jian punches the ground, releasing a shockwave of pure power. Fatty, startled, yells, what the heck is going on? How is Jian releasing that kind of energy? The system announces, congratulations, host. You've reached the early stage of B rank. Jian opens his eyes and smiles. Finally, I've made it to B rank. Teacher Tang Lin looks at him proudly. Jian has reached B rank already. Who would have thought that the newest member of our team would be the first to break through? The system chimes again. As a reward for reaching B rank, you've unlocked a new skill. You may now view your updated status. Jian checks it and mutters, so this shows everything I've gained. Huh, my speed stat is still marked with a question mark. Probably because I haven't unlocked my body's full potential yet. The system adds, due to your level up, you've also received a bonus reward. Jian grins. Nice. Let's see what you've got for me this time. As he opens the reward, a brilliant sword materializes before him. The system says, host, this is an S-rank artifact, the Dimensional Blade. It's sharp enough to slice through dimensions themselves. Jian admires it. So this is an S-rank weapon. Its energy is incredible. Fatty exclaims, wait, did you just get a new weapon skill from leveling up? Tang Lin smiles. That's great news for you, Jian. The rest of his teammates cheer. Congrats, Jian. Your hard work really paid off. Jian responds humbly, thank you, everyone. I couldn't have done it without your support. Tang Lin thinks to herself, Jian truly is gifted. It hasn't even been a week, and he's already gone from C rank to B rank. If he keeps this up, he might become an S rank hunter like his father someday. Suddenly, a portal begins to open in the air above them. Tang Lin looks up, alarmed. What's happening now? Fatty shouts, ma'am, look at the sky. Portals are opening everywhere. Tang Ling looks up, alarmed. Everyone, stay alert. The city is under attack. We knew the underworld would strike soon, but not this fast. Suddenly, Countless ghosts and monsters pour out of the portals, attacking the city. A security officer yells through a loudspeaker, "Please, don't panic. The Hunter Division and Academy elites will protect everyone." Before he can finish, a ghost lunges at him and kills him instantly. The monsters roar as they advance, shouting, "10 years ago, we may have lost, but this time, we will win." Teacher Tang Lin yells, "Kids, get ready. You could be attacked at any moment." Jian, cracking his knuckles, mutters, "Finally, time to settle the score." Two massive portals open in front of him, and out step two B-rank ghost captains, Golden Thunder and Silver Blade. Jian narrows his eyes. Their aura, both are mid-stage B-rank. I'll have to be careful fighting them. Golden Thunder smirks, "So, you're Lin Jian, son of Lin Yuan, the so-called hero of humanity. 10 years ago, our underworld killed your father. Today, we'll kill his son." Silver Blade adds coldly, "Accept your fate, boy. You can't escape us." Jian glares at them. "So, my destiny will be decided by two idiots like you? You ghosts really are brainless, charging in without thinking." Silver Blade frowns. How can a human possess such terrifying killing intent? Jian thinks to himself, "Because of them, I lost my father. Because of the underworld, I lost Hongi. Everything that's happened, all this pain, it's their fault. I'll never forgive them." With rage burning in his eyes, Jian launches a powerful attack, blasting both ghosts backward. Golden Thunder grins, "Good. I'm glad our opponent isn't weak. This fight might actually be fun." Then the system voice echoes in Jian's head. "Host, you have 3 options. First, defeat both enemies alone, reward 20 strength points. Second, fight alongside your teammates, reward 12 agility points. Third, severely wound them and leave, reward 8 treasury coins." Jian smirks. Leaving them alive isn't an option. Silver Blade lunges forward, but Jian easily blocks her strike. Golden Thunder laughs, "You stopped her, but how will you stop me?" He attacks, but Jian summons his barrier, and it blocks the blow effortlessly. Golden Thunder, shocked, growls, "What? How is his barrier so strong? It just countered my full attack." Silver Blade's blade slashes Jian's arm, leaving a minor cut, but it heals instantly. Jian thinks, "Thanks to my training, my body's awakened a new skill, rapid regeneration. I can heal from any wound now." Silver Blade gasps, "He has an advanced healing factor. We were told modern humans were weak and easy to kill, but this one, he's B-rank at such a young age, and his body's so strong it heals automatically." Golden Thunder roars, "Then let's see if you can heal after I tear you into 1,000 pieces." He charges forward, but Jian sidesteps and punches him straight in the groin. Jian smirks, "No matter how strong someone is, they all have a weak spot." Golden Thunder, doubled over in pain, yells, "You're a monster. You're a man. How could you do that to another guy?" Jian replies coldly, "Do ghosts even feel pain?" Both ghosts, enraged, shout, "You leave us no choice. We'll use our ultimate technique." They start spinning around him at incredible speed, one radiating lightning, the other wind. Golden Thunder growls, "Silver Blade controls the wind, and I command thunder. Together, we'll create a storm so powerful this human won't even be able to breathe. He'll suffocate to death right here." Jian, calm under pressure, mutters, "You're using this technique to kill me? Big mistake." He suddenly throws a small bomb into the center of the swirling storm and leaps back. Golden Thunder and Silver Blade both shout in shock, "What the hell did he just do?" A huge explosion erupts, sending both ghosts crashing to the ground, their bodies burned and broken. Silver Blade, coughing, growls, "What a disgusting human. Who uses bombs in a sword fight?" Jian replies coldly, "There's only one rule in battle, never show mercy to your enemies. When survival's at stake, honor doesn't matter." With that, Jian charges forward, his dimensional blade glowing. With a single devastating strike, he cuts both ghosts down, killing them instantly. What happens next will be revealed in the next episode. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.